Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Still getting set up here. How's everybody doing? Let's see. I know that Loretta was in early, weren't you, Loretta? Uh, no one was here, just nod. There you go. Glad you're doing all right, Nikki. How you doing? John Gray, Tommy J, Jake. Let's see who else. Tom, Thailand Digital Nomad. How are you, Tom? Traveler 4444. There he goes. He's got his name back finally. He has an identity. Um, let's see. Jay Morris, how you doing, James? Um, who else? Did I miss anybody? Hey, Tim, how you doing? Tim's here. His house is getting real close, by the way. If you guys aren't subscribed and you want to see a good, some good video on a build, check out Tim's channel. Jake, morning. Everybody's saying good morning. Uh, Simply, how you doing? Glad you could make it. And I think that an ET. Hey, ET, what's up? Good morning, everyone. I'll have some coffee. I'm still waking up. Hey, what's up, Black Sheep? Just a quick hello. And hopes all well. Can't stay at the range today. Gotta keep learning. All right, cool. We'll catch you when you come back in. I think that's what I'm caught up. Yeah, so let's see. Let me see what's going on. Of course, I don't have a topic for today, so we'll see what we come up. Hey, Daz, how you doing? Glad you could join. Um, I know there was some, or there are some questions about me going to Pattaya on the 13th through the 16th. The reason why there's a may or may not be going is the oldest daughter in Bangkok got the virus, so she's recovering. So if she tests clean, before I think I have up till the 12th actually to cancel the reservation because it's a pay at the hotel deal through Goda. I booked most of my stuff through Agoda. Then we'll go ahead and go. If not, I'll just cancel it. Although I did get one room because my wife's friend, her best friend, the one that is a teacher at the school that we did the last thing from, the one that actually brought her the cake. She's a top notch. She's a good gal, and she's kind of down on her luck type thing. But anyway, so we invited her, and just like 3 days ago, my wife said, "Can we get her a room?" And I called, and it's really a nice hotel. It's a 4-star hotel. I got front-facing, or overlooking the pool, right straight to the ocean, unobstructed view, under 1,000 a night, including breakfast. We've stayed there before, but they didn't have any more of those. But I ended up getting the room for the same price, but I had to pay for it. So I guess I could call up and say, because of the virus, but I don't know. I'm not going to bother. But so I'll lose 3,000 baht or something, but not a big deal. If I miss anything, put it back up, and I'll try to remember or try to get to read it. So, Santa, you bet, simply. Um, yeah, so that'll be the determining factor. So if she does, the youngest one doesn't, and actually her and her mom are in Bangkok. My wife's mom, her grandma, and they're both going to come back tonight, I think, or actually early tomorrow morning, because they have school off anyway. They were going to just drive with us uh, to Pattaya in the electric hot rod. Hey Gary, what's up? Raymond, how you doing? So anyway, so that's the gist on what's happening with that. Thanks, Nikki. Let's see what else. Supposedly today's Saturday, right? When you're retired, they all kind of just run together. But the brother or the cousin that built the wall and the Thai kitchen and all that is supposed to come here today to start on the cover for across the street for the truck, and on the side of the building for the washing machine and the dry area to keep the to keep the clothes or let the clothes dry. Whether he'll show up or not, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what's going to happen with that. I guess I got to man up and make a decision soon. I really like the guy, but I hopefully he will. But if he's not here by, what time is it now? 8 o'clock. If he's not here by 9, he's probably not going to come. I'll have my wife find out from him. I cut this morning and it's still not straight. That's what happens when you get old. Yeah, so that would be nice to do that. I did. I think I'm going to go ahead and start the plunge pool and the pond and the building out back. I don't know exactly when. Probably when we come back. I am going to do the across the street. It's been raining pretty hard. I did buy a 4 meter by 4 meter tarp for camping, of course, and I am going to set it up across the street from here, and probably when we're supposed to come back from Bangkok. Now, if we don't go to Bangkok, maybe I'll do it then. I don't know. I've got the air conditioner, the generator, so the tent will be air conditioned. The cot that I got is perfect. I thought maybe it was going to be too low and it'll take like 300 pounds or something, so I'm not quite that big yet. But I undid it and put it together yesterday, and I got an air mattress to go on top of that, so I don't have to go all the way down to my knees. And the tent you'll see is one of those umbrella type tents, and it accepts a temporary air conditioner. It's pretty awesome. So I'll do a video on that. It won't be long, so people can actually watch it if they want to. But I got the battery bank, and it runs the refrigerator for. I did a couple of tests on it. I'm not going to do a video on that until I get the 100-watt solar panels that are coming out of China. They should be here maybe in the next couple of days. I don't know, maybe by Monday. And because I want to see how long it takes in full sunlight, how long it takes to charge that battery bank. Because it's the cheapest China one. I don't even know the name of it. I don't even know what kind of batteries or what are in it. But it was like $100, and it's like 800 watts or 600 watts. And it ran that 30-liter refrigerator for, well, I shut it off when it started getting low on the battery, but like 24 hours, something like that. And it's only got to run it overnight, and then hopefully the solar panels outside will charge it during the day while it's running the refrigerator. And that's the stuff I wanted to check on. Not that it's a big deal. I ain't gonna stay no place more than probably 1 day, but 2 days would be nice if I have a bathroom. But we'll see. We'll see how that works. But if I set it up across, I'll put the ground cover down, the tarp up across, and then I bought some big ass. Where's my other hand? Big ass pegs for the tent, and they're like yay big around. They're some meaty, beefy pegs to hold the tent and everything down, because the wind blows pretty good here too in Surin. So hopefully, and don't take my tarp away and all that kind of stuff. But once I get it set up, I'll do a video of the whole thing. It ought to be entertaining, I would think, watching this old guy try to camp. It should be interesting. But like I said before, when I ran the air conditioner in there, the generator did it no problem. I did a video on that. And I am going to make an extended run I've got a 2.5 gallon, I don't know how many liter, gas tank that I'm going to make into an extended run. I ordered a petcock from Lasada, and I'm going to make that gas tank into a long run, and it should see 2.5 to 4. It ought to at least run it for, I don't know, 20 hours, something like that, maybe longer. We'll see. I'll probably do a test on that too. But it's interesting because all you need, then I don't have to fill the thing up, and it won't stop. It'll just run. Probably drive all my neighbors crazy here, but I got to do have to figure that out. See how it does. So I got most of the stuff. I have a little outdoor kitchen for when I go with the family, not on the Forza. I am looking into the trailer. I think I'm going to go ahead and have somebody make a trailer for the Forza, because it would be kind of cool if I could take off on there and take the air conditioner and the generator and go out in the middle of nowhere and have an air conditioned tent and do live streams and video from out there. I think it'd be entertaining. I would watch. I don't know. We'll find out. Although I was really surprised. The usually the videos that I do, they get, I don't know, 200-300 after a month of being on. That's about the norm. And that one that I did on the motorcycle, on the trip up to the elephant place, is over 400, and it's only been out for 24 hours. So thanks everybody for watching. It's cool. I got to do the other video too. Hey, Uncle Craig, how you doing? Who else is here? Andy. What's up, Andy? But it should be interesting. I don't know. Like I said, I'll do them. I'm going to do it just for me anyway. And then I'll do the videos, and if people like it, then I'll keep doing it. If they don't, I'll still keep doing it. I just won't video it. Tommy says it's going to be 107. Wow. It's been warm here. I don't know. Let me see. It's been kind of warm in Sarin. It's starting to heat up. Everybody's saying hi. Andy, when are you coming? I saw something that you put somewhere. I can't remember on, what was it, on another channel, Facebook or something, that you already got your tickets or something, right? I think. Yeah, that's warm, man. And my wife made me rice soup. I'll have to have it after the live stream. But I still got to get an outdoor kitchen thing. It's like 2,500 baht, but it's got a place. It's a table, folds flat, and it's pretty big. It's actually got a little table where you can sit at. It's got a table in the middle where you can cook, and then on the end where you can, prepare your food or whatever. It's kind of cool, but it's too big. I'll only use that for when we go with the kids. Hey, Mitch, how you doing? Mitch saying hello to everybody. And I have to get another tent for the kids and a couple other little things. I've gotten mostly everything. Will be here probably next week. All the little stuff, gloves and cooking stuff and all sorts of stuff like that. And I'll put a thing together, but I think for everything I'll put a price together on what it costs for me to buy everything: the air conditioner, the generator, the battery box, the solar panels, and all that kind of stuff. But worst case scenario, I'll still use it. We'll still go camping. The kids are off all of October, so we'll go up camping with them. I got my coffee in me. I'm good to go. But yeah, so Mitch wasn't. I don't know. Were you here when I was saying about the oldest has the virus? So that's the reason that it's kind of sketchy on whether I'm gonna be leaving here the morning of the 13th to come up there. Probably won't know until the 12th. She'll do her tests, and if everything is good, then we'll come. I'll have a drink of water. Sorry, guys. Now I'm set to go. And Loretta's saying, everybody's saying hi to Brock and to Mitch. And I think I'm caught up on everything. So anyway, that's that's about it. I will find out. I don't know if the cousin will make it here to start working on that stuff, but it would be nice to have a cover on the truck. My wife, a cover over the truck. My wife did buy a cover for the truck, um, and have that on, and have that covered. It would be nice. She's taking good care of that truck. I don't think it's got a dent in it, and I think it's a 2000. I want to say 12 or something like that. And she still has the covers on the upholstery on the inside. It's a good truck. It's been a real good truck. It blew up when I first met her, and then we had the motor rebuilt by her best friend. That was like ridiculously cheap. Redid the turbo, all the pistons, crank, everything. Did the whole motor from the bottom up, and it was some ridiculous amount of money, like $600 or something. I wouldn't even R&R'd the motor for the price the guy rebuilt the whole thing for. But it was good for him. I mean, it was good money to him. And it's been great ever since. I haven't had a problem with it. I think we've had it to Koh Chang twice, and Bangkok and back a couple of times. It runs good. It's got the diesel. I don't know what size. But the only thing about it is it's a 5-speed. I like the new electric hot rod with cruise control and all that crap. And I still really like that car. And I still really haven't, excuse me, I haven't done a video on that. And I should do that. It's a nice car. I like it. It's hoping that Loretta's doing good. Me too. Everybody, I imagine, Loretta, is hoping that you're doing well. Is it raining then? Yeah, what's the weather been like there? I haven't. It's been on and off here. It poured the other day. Let's see. Let's see. You're still weak. We're working on it. Cool. I hope you get better. I hope you can get over here. I'd be honored to meet you. And as with anybody that is here. Overcast. A little last night. I imagine. I mean, it is rainy season per se right now. That's gonna drive me nuts. There we go. And I cut it specifically this morning. Oh well. That's what happens when you get old, man. You can't see things correctly. All right, I'm caught up on everything. If anybody's got any questions, put them in. And because I can't really think of anything, I know that there was. What does anybody know there? Hey, Paul, how you doing? Morning to you. They were supposed to talk about bringing the mask back in, and I think they were supposed to talk about it on Friday. And if I'm not mistaken, today's Saturday. I don't know if they. I mean, I can't see them saying yes to something like that, but you never know. Yeah, that's going to be kind of tough for you too, Tim. Trying to put in that pool's got to be hard if it's raining. That's what I'm afraid of with digging the hole for the plunge pool and for the pond. You know, once I dig it, they've got to move and put the structure in before it gets rained on, or I'm gonna have to cover the whole thing. I think I'm gonna have to cover the whole thing anyway. But yeah, yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it? And I don't know. It's so nice here in Thailand. I'm partial. I love it here. Too damn stupid. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it be? Yes. I mean, yeah, I can't see it. They're talking about it. They were supposed to bring it up. It was the medical part of the government or whatever suggesting that maybe they reinstate the mask. I just can't. It was so nice jumping on the scooter and not have to wear a frickin' mask, and it was a great ride. Except I got burnt and blistered and shit. I keep forgetting I'm a white boy, and extremely white, and my arms and everything got a little toasty. I forgot to put that in. Hey James, how you doing? What did he say? No, new mask mandate emergency decree extended to September. No, that kind of makes sense. Like I said, I believe still, and James usually is up on everything, and since he's here, we'll pick his brain. But I think all you need to do is get on a plane to come to Thailand. Supposedly, you can show if you've been tested, and even if you haven't been, you have to show a test that is 48 or whatever hours, whatever, and you can still come. So I think it's pretty much wide open now, which we kind of thought it was going to be at the 1st of July anyway. But it was nice riding up there, and I didn't even put my mask on when I stopped at the gate going into Elephant World, and the lady came up to me that I bought the mango from, and talked to me, and I had my wife on the phone. She talked to my wife on the phone and asked my wife, "Do you want me to take care of him?" Uh, people, people are great here in Thailand. So I do have to do the second part of it, and I was going to ask my wife what this is, but even if I go, I can go to let me see if I can bring it up. I just saw it. My wife posted it. I know no one's probably here, but let me see if I can pull it up real quick. It's easier. And I saw Kevin. I know that James was talking about Kevin. Kevin put a deal on Facebook, and oh, here it is, right here. Let's see now, with my infinite skills on being able to screen share. Let me see. Let me see if I can do this. Facebook. There. Can you guys see that? I can't. Yeah. It is it says Surin process in the giving on Elephant Ride Festival, July 12th and the 13th. Features, what does it say? I can barely. A parade, Grand Elephant Parade from 17 to the p.m. So I might go. I might go to that on the 12th and do that. I still want to go back up to the Elephant World and do a video. I think they're 10 and 2 o'clock are the shows. And I don't even know if they're. I should have I'm like a dummy. It's an hour each way, so I like the ride anyway. But I should have asked them. Do they have a problem with me for YouTube? Filming their show. They might not want it out there. They might want people to come and see it in person, which makes kind of sense. But I wouldn't do a whole thing on it, just clips of it anyway, and then it would be good advertising, I think, for them. And I was surprised. Now maybe I'll go tomorrow. Maybe I don't know, but there was a lot of all Thai people, and quite a few of them. I mean, they had enough to put on the show, and they were walking around. I had done a video on walking around up there before. That's why I didn't want to do another one. I wanted to catch the show and give you guys something else to look at. The animal, yeah, I know. They'll come. I mean, either you like it or you don't like it. Surin, I mean, they're supposedly, according to my wife, all the elephants in Thailand are supposed to be in Surin. That's what she has told me. Now I never dug into it completely, but because people will say, "Oh, well, they're in Pattaya, they're in here, they have sanctuaries." My understanding, and all the elephants in Thailand are supposed to be in Surin, and they are government subsidized. So, in other words, when people take the elephants from Surin and they take them to Pattaya, because I know James has been to a sanctuary there, so has Tom, and even I had a guy on that was involved with that. They do that on their own choice. If they stay, this is only what I'm being told. I don't know for sure yet. I've been kind of holding back on saying anything, but I'm not getting any new information, so I'll give you the same information that I have. If they're here, the tenders of them, their family, and everything are subsidized by the government. Okay, once they take those elephants that they're not supposed to out of Surin to Phuket, to anywhere, they're not subsidized anymore. That's why they need the money. That's why they put on the shows, and that's why they do that. Up here they do it too. But I've seen them 8, 10, 12 times. I've never seen them treat the elephants poorly. Only they're majestic animals. They're like top of the list above Thai people, I think. So for them to think that they get taken care of, I mean, is there the one case here and there in a million or whatever? I'm sure there is. I mean, there's people that are animals too. So But I enjoy watching them. They take care of them greatly from what I see. But you can voice your own opinion, and they can come on here, and as long as somebody's respectful and says, that's a horrible, horrible thing, well, that's your opinion. It's okay. Not a problem. My opinion is I like to see them, so. And I'm not big on zoos or anything like that either. But it's just the way that society is. Hey, Douglas, how you doing? Glad you could make it. I don't know if I said hi to you, Tommy. How you doing? But I'll go up and get that. I haven't seen the show. The last time that we were there, it was in the middle of the first wave or second wave. I can't remember. And you had to, wear the mask, and they didn't even have the shows running. So, yeah, the elephant dog. And I tried to drive straight in there, and they stopped me when I came in there. But they were really nice, even the people at the gate. And they charge, of course. I know that there was a thing I know James was talking about, and a bunch of other people were talking about the hotels wanting to charge, which I don't think will ever happen. More money for foreigners to come here in Thailand. But they do charge more at the Elephant Village, and like James said, I got no problem with that. Going to the island and me paying 100 and them paying 20, or me paying 300 and them, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it doesn't bother me. It bothers some people. Same thing with the elephants. It bothers some people. Doesn't bother others. Doesn't happen to bother me. I don't see. If I saw somebody mistreating an animal, that's a different story. I would probably have to open my big mouth and say something, but which probably wouldn't be the best thing in the world to do. But I don't think I could hold back. But supposedly that's what my understanding is. Surin is the place where all the elephants are supposed to be, besides the wild ones running through the jungles. But that's where they're supposed to be, and they're taken care of and subsidized. Now, they're probably not making, if they were to go to Phuket and during the high times and to Pattaya and all that stuff, they probably made money hand over fist, and they were probably well fed and, and all that. But now, with the way times are, it's harder for them. But that's my understanding. And if I ever get any kind of information that absolutely 100% verifies that, you guys will be the first to know. Hey, Waza, morning to you. But the ride up there was great. And like I said, it's really bizarre. I don't know, YouTube is weird. I put that up, and like I said, I think it's only been up for, let's see if I have, it's number 1 out of 10 ranked views, 427 views, and it's been up for 1 day and 1 hour, which is a lot for me. Usually I'm like 150 or something like 200. So it's amazing the way YouTube works. But I thank again everybody that's watching. And I got a bunch of new subscribers and stuff too. Not a lot, like I said. Still getting like between 40 and 50 a month, which is pretty much the norm, except like when I meet up with James. Like just this morning, James gave me a shout out on his channel that to watch the live stream or whatever afterwards, and I jumped up five subscribers, so 5 people subscribed, so that's awesome. Douglas says, Dave, I have a question. Last night I was trying to ask Bruce why he bought the ADV instead of, I think, James drove the bike. I wouldn't even want to get on it because I would probably like the extra power, but I have enough on my Forza. I wouldn't even want to get on it and even try it. There's enough there for, enough power for everything. I've had hot rod Harleys and hot rod, bikes my whole life, and go fast stuff, and I just I don't need it anymore. It would have been nice. I liked the bike. I looked at it. I didn't ride it. I liked the bike, but for the money wise, I think they're over double what the Forza is. And now they're supposed to be making a 350 ADV. I don't know if it's out or not. I believe it's out now, but it's still pricier. I want to say 220, something like that, 200. And the Forzas are like 175, 180, and then the 750s I think are 400 plus. So it was just, did I need it? No, I didn't need it. But that was my reasoning. I'm sure he enjoys it. It's a nice bike, really nice bike. But for the money wise and the power, I have plenty of throttle there at doing 100 and even 10 kilometers. I still got enough throttle to get out of any trouble that I could possibly get in. So for me, it wasn't like I said. I wasn't like James. I didn't want to. I didn't want to try it because I probably would. I probably would have liked it, and I'm sure James did. And he's in here. Maybe he'll. He said, "Don't think the Forza 750 is available yet." Or just becoming. Yeah, and I'm sure they're going to build that. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but I don't know about the ADVs, but I think so too. They're built here in Thailand. They build them here. So, but the James drove the 750. He liked it. I remember him talking about it. But I believe that the ADV 350 is out now. Somebody can, or Mitch might know too. Mitch looks all the time. Yeah, he's running two up. Yeah, so yeah, if they do that, it is possible. I never really. I mean, I had my wife on the back, and it didn't dawn. It never crossed my mind like, oh, I could use more horsepower. So it didn't really affect me. Of course, what do they weigh? I mean, his wife and my wife, what do they weigh? 90 pounds or something, soaking wet, 100 pounds. So it isn't too bad. But I got the saddlebags and all that on mine too. But I'd like to ride the ADV and see what the difference is riding wise. But I don't know. It's an awesome bike. If I didn't care about money and that I could buy that and buy 2 or 3 other bikes that I want, or do something else with the money, I probably would. But Mitch is saying, I consider it myself. Bruce was going to let me test drive it on the same trip, but we don't. Yeah, you were supposed to ride mine too, and we didn't do it either. But Mitch was perfectly happy on that 300, even the old 300. Now James was on a 300, and I don't know if you rode the 350 or not, James. Did you ride mine? I don't know. But yours was a 300, right? Same body style, which is awesome. But I believe it was the 300. James will know. Yep, I think the ADV 350 is out. Great option, good compromise. Yeah, I would definitely. The difference in price on that I'm going to imagine is maybe 10 or 15,000 baht. I'm guessing. Have no idea. Probably still under 200, or maybe right at 200. I would definitely do it. The weird thing here is you can't test drive anything. You just, okay. So, like I said, if somebody from this channel is coming through Surin and wants to test drive the 350, by all means, look me up. Unless you're, a complete moron, then don't. But I'd more than be happy to, because they won't let you ride them. So I don't even know unless somebody bought one of them, or maybe you could rent the ADVs if somebody buys one. Probably in Pattaya, maybe they have one. I don't know. I'd never be able to rent one here in Surin. They wouldn't get one for a million years. But it looks like very interesting. Like James said, I think that is a very good option. And I want to say it's probably still half the price of the 750. And is it worth it? That's up to you. Like I said, as long as I've got enough throttle that I feel comfortable with, that's all I need motorcycle-wise anymore. And I want the twist and go. I'm just lazy. Hey, Ron, how you doing? Top of the morning to you. You can get pretty much anything here, Loretta. You can get Harleys. You can get Triumphs. You can get anything you want if you want to pay the taxes and stuff. Although I believe some of the Harleys and stuff are starting to be made here. I don't know that for sure. I know that the Forzas, that was one of my deals that made me want to go that way, are made here. I like the way that they stretch that frame out a little bit, and the way that it rides is way better than the old 300 Forzas. And the 300 that James was on is the same deal, just 50 cc's less. I would imagine you probably wouldn't be able to tell much. It probably rides just fine. I didn't look to see if James had. Yeah, he had the 300. I rode Joe's 350, and it's a sweet ride. Yeah, I don't know, man. I like them, and like I said, for the money wise, and like now, if I was gonna do it again, I would probably buy it from a foreigner that was here and bought it, and he drove it like 1,000 kilometers, and it's been sitting on a cover, and he had the service done and had all that. You could buy one for probably 125, maybe 135,000. I think that's a steal, you know. And if you get it from the right person, and you get it, you know, at 21 or whatever, 2021, and it's only got 1,000, 2,000 kilometers on it. Thing's not even broke in yet. So I would definitely suggest going that way. Never felt the same after James rode. Yeah, you know, Joe didn't like his tires. He didn't feel comfortable, and there's nothing worse than not being able to trust your bike, whatever you're on. And I told Joe that too. Just I got the stock tires on mine, and it's fine. I didn't have any problem doing whatever I wanted. I didn't feel, you know, that it was going to come out from underneath me at any time. And I told him, just change the tire. It's not worth it, you know, for what. So I mean, the labor's nothing, and the tire's probably reasonable. So I told him, just change the tire. Nothing worse than not feeling 100% trusting in what's between your legs in any instance, right? Hey Verna, how you doing? Thanks you can make it. Thank you for making it. If you guys aren't subscribed, subscribe to Verna's channel. Brock's here. Sorry, I didn't see you, Brock. Hey brother, how
Morning,
you doing?
all.
Hey Paul, how you doing? Hey
Morning.
Dusty.
You're correct, Paul. Those T-pills are ocking.
What was the hills about? I did miss that. I'm sorry.
Saying you need to compromise with your bikes in Thailand. You compromise power with ability to corner.
Yeah,
Other,
yeah,
no use having a big, powerful bike if you can't get around a corner on a steep hill.
yeah, true. But like I had the only complaint that I would say, hey Andy, thank you. I really appreciate it, and I know the kids will. My wife will. But when I had the 150, I drove that from Kamala to Colac, from Kamala to Krabi twice, and had no problem except for a little bit on the hills. It was just a little bit underpowered, but I could cruise at 100 kilometers. I wouldn't push it. I can't go for much more than an hour anyway. If I'm coming up on an hour, I'm ready to stop, hydrate, you know, top off the gas maybe every other time, especially in the Forza. But it was just a little bit underpowered, but a great scooter, and that's me at 250 pounds. So somebody that's at a normal weight, you know, 180, 160, it'd probably be plenty. I don't see any reason. If it was me, I would get the Forza, the new one, the new body style. Would I get a 300? If a 300 came up, I would want to ride it first. But if a 300 came up for 100,000 baht, I would say jump on it. I would drive it first, of course. But I think you can get them for 130, 140,000. The 350s now, 2021, and I think they're great bikes. I got nothing but good things to say about that twist and go. It is it's awesome. In fact, I was really up jonesing to ride it now after riding it the other day up to Elephant World. I'm ready to go back. Maybe I'll go back tomorrow.
I think in Thailand there's not many places I'd be able to ride my bike. Too big and heavy.
The I'll tell you what I can't get, and mine's probably as wide as yours is across the back, with the boxes that are on it. I've hit them about 5 times just getting out of my gate in my house. So yeah, depending on where, I wouldn't want to take it to Bangkok. Even if I took it to Pattaya and stuff like that, I would stay. I wouldn't shoot in between traffic. I'd have to be like I was in a car and stay in traffic in behind somebody, and then it would be okay. But I see what you're saying. I know it. I'm not used to it at all. I had baggers before, but for some reason, this thing I just can't judge it correctly, or haven't ridden it enough with the bags on it. But yeah, I can hit something pretty good.
You're getting
And
old,
I've done it
Dave.
a few times. Yeah, I am. But I love the bags. I mean, I love the setup that I ended up putting on that between the top box and the bags and the camera, front and rear camera, and all that stuff. I dig it, and the way that it rides, it's awesome. And I don't know if you guys, I was using that microphone. I had the wind up, and there's only one section in that new video. I don't know what minute marker it's at, but it's the only one that shows me on the bike, and I'm doing 80 or 90 kilometers, and talking, and it wasn't horrible. I did it because I wanted to hear it back, so I figured I'd leave it in, and it's a little bit noisy, but it's not horrible at all. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Glad you can make it. Who, who's sick? Is Paul sick? What did I miss? I missed something again, which is normal. Vernon, I don't feel. Oh, we don't feel. You need Vernon to take care of you, Paul. You got to get over here to Thailand. Verna seems like a sweetheart. I enjoy watching her. She looks like she has an awesome family and kids, and she has a good time with her channel and sings, and it's an uplifting, makes you feel good channel. Sorry. So by all means do that. And I don't know who else was I. I thought I missed something, but I guess I didn't. What did Mark read the reviews on? What else am I missing here? This is normal. Mark in Thailand.
Too many side chats.
Yeah, I know it goes, and I get left out on them. But I didn't. Speaking about the movies, I didn't get to go to see anything. Now I'm kind of a bummer. When they first came out, Jurassic Park 1 and Top Gun, they must have been, I don't know, 15 showtimes on each one of them, and one of them was in English, and I waited too long, and now they're only in Thai, so I guess I gotta wait for them to come out. Hey, Jeff Hall, how you doing? Good morning to you. Yeah, exactly, Tommy. See, it looks like she's got a good family. I don't know. It never bothered me meeting somebody that had kids. In fact, if I couldn't think of it being any better. In fact, I think it's better. I'm glad my wife had the two kids. They're great kids. I wouldn't want it any other way. But I guess some people don't want. I don't know, what do you call it, ready-made family or whatever. I dig it. It's awesome. Besides, I don't know, Thai girls here are just like anything they can do for me. They're more than willing to do. No bitching, no moaning, no complaining, no nothing. They're happy to do it, but they're also happy to get the stuff that they have too. So it works kind of both ways. But I wouldn't want it any other way. I love having the girls. What is it? I was gonna chime in the favorite movie of the moment. You want to hear it? Of course, I do. What happened with Douglas? I missed that. Sorry, Douglas. It rained most of the night. We got back last night and found out our best friend had unexpectedly bad. Bummer. I learned new customers will wait until the house wet for. Yeah, it's a bummer. Like I said, it's with us. It's age. It's something that sadly that we have to deal with at a certain age in our life. I'm surprised, being my age, that more haven't gone. Of course, my uncles went a long time ago. But friends, I don't know. We try to go as fast as we can. I think you do a good job, Verna. No doubt. Cowboys and Aliens? I like that. Who liked Cowboys and Aliens? I like that
I
movie.
thought it was a good movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. It was entertaining to watch. I think I'll drink something.
I think that's the one that had the aliens mining resources.
Isn't that the one where the cowboy has that deal on his arm that he can
Yeah.
blow up stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, James Bond.
Yeah, I liked it. It was good. It was an interesting thing. I mean, who would come up with that type of a thing? They're very creative. Rollerball. I remember that too. James Caan, right? Rollerball,
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken. Uh,
that's
yeah,
going back a year or two.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, he looked like a young. So I just watched a movie with him. What was the name of it? It's an older one with Adam Sandler and one of the Wayans brothers or whatever it is. I can't remember. It was a good movie, and he was the bad guy in it. James Caan was. Battlefield Earth. That was with Travolta, right? If I'm not mistaken, John Travolta. Blazing Saddles. Yeah, that's a classic. I could play that right now and watch it and laugh my behind off through the whole movie. No doubt. That'll be around. Did they make a new one? Didn't they make
No,
a remake? No?
I don't
I
think they
thought,
can.
yeah, I thought that they were talking about it. Maybe that, what did he say? James Caan passed away yesterday. Really?
Yes, he did.
I did
Yes.
not know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think if they
ADV.
made Blazing Saddles again, you would have Cleavon Little riding on his horse with the opening and closing credits. That would be it. The rest of it's all
James,
politically incorrect.
the ADV 3, yeah, no kidding. The ADV 350 and the Forza 750 both available, 182 and 421. And I'm imagining the 750 ADV's got to be up in that 450 range, right? I'm guessing. But still at the ADV 350 182, that's pretty much the same price as I think that's what I paid for my Forza, was 182, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. I'd have to look, but I think that's what I paid. Tim, I love Blazing Saddle. Yeah, I know, but yeah, like what Brock has said, everything that they said in that movie would startle people to watch a remake of that, and that coming out of people's mouths in today's society. Everybody takes things so damn, um, seriously.
Yeah.
Uh, don't lay and get suntan. I'm missing stuff. Yes, John Travolta and the other main actor, I remember, loved him in other movies. James Caan, yes. Let's see. Are we on the movie watch? Watched The Godfather a few nights ago. I watch that period every once in a while. I'll find it, pop it on. The original was a classic, the very first one. Oh, that was from Blazing Saddles. Well, I haven't watched that movie in a
Yeah.
long, long time.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Everybody stand back where the nigger gets it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it. And if you said something like that in today, that people would go absolutely crazy. But he could say it. It's
Yeah.
kind of been that way all along through the years with Richard Pryor. He was famous for doing that kind of stuff. But and I loved his comedy. He was awesome till he lit himself on fire, and he and he wasn't so good after that. Went to get a Forza 350 in Udon. Was 3-month back order due to popularity. Yeah, when I got mine, I went to the biggest. Now you got to remember, Udon's probably the same way, Tim. There is at least 20 Honda dealers in Surin. The biggest one was over by my other house. I went there, they didn't have any. Now, if you were in the United States, and you know because you work for a bunch of dealers, and I walked in and want to buy something and you didn't have it, you would call somebody else and you'd make a deal with this guy and he'd send the truck I wanted over and I'd buy the frickin' truck that day. But they said nothing. We can order it because I wanted a black one. We can order it either black or red. And, it'll be here in such and such a time. I said, all right, let me think about it. We're driving down the road. 2 days later, my wife says, let's try this dealer over here. We go over there. They got 3 of them. One of the older 300s, a black 350, and the blue, just like Foreigner Joe has, same color. And I bought it. I drove it away that night. So it's really weird. If you haven't gone to all, they won't say, Billy Bob's Honda down the street has three of them, and Bill over on the other side's got two, and Pete has four. They won't tell you that. I would definitely. I don't know if you're still thinking about it, but they are popular. I mean, you can still buy them used too. There's a lot of them out there, all across, mostly out of Bangkok. Yeah, Traveler saying Pryor was the main writer on Blazing Saddles. Mel Brooks, yeah, wanted Pryor to play the part. I imagine that all sounds about right to me. I just liked Pryor. I liked his sense of humor. Uh, I like this series. What is OA? Netflix. I haven't seen. I don't know what that is.
That's
I
the
like
name of a series. OA.
series there. A Netflix
Yeah,
series.
I
I don't
haven't
know. Like I
seen it.
said, there, my wife hates. I like secondhand. Excuse me, secondhand scooters. I bought that PCX off of a French guy. He had bought it brand new, and he lived in for 3, 4 years, 5 years in Patong, and had all of his, books together and oil changes and everything. And I think if you watch it and judge the person you're buying it from and know something about motorcycles, I think it's the way to go, especially if you're going to pay cash. And if you're a foreigner, you're not going to get a loan on a scooter. So you're going to be. I would, if I was to do it again, I would I'd buy a used one. Just me. A lot of them they still have are still under warranty. So whether it's you know exchangeable, I don't know that. I would check into that. I don't know. You're limited to
Ouch.
200 characters. Why was Loretta trying to trying to write a book? I get that. I do that sometimes too, Loretta. I'll start
Yeah.
doing something and all of a sudden half of it's gone and it won't send and going, oh, okay, I went over the. It'll usually tell you how many letters you went over too. It's weird. Where's the best places? I like Thailand Marketplace on Facebook. There's a couple of Phuket ones. There was one. I don't remember the exact name of them, Waza, but Marketplace pretty much has everything in every area that you're here in Thailand. You can set up the circle to so many kilometers, and it'll give you everything in that area, and you'll find more than enough to make to find a good one. But there are other ones. I'm trying to think of the name that I used to Phuket something or other. There was one, but there's a bunch of them. But I've had the
Yeah.
best luck with Marketplace for everything. I bought my Canon camera off there, my big one, lenses. I bought a bunch of stuff. My wife always said, "Be careful and make sure they take a picture of their Thai card on the thing that they're selling you." And I've done all that, and I haven't gotten burned on anything off of Marketplace.
I've got a family friend my twin brother,
Ah, there it is.
who owns a motorbike repair shop just down the road. So if I want a motorbike, I'll go with him.
Yeah, exactly. If you got some, like my brother or my wife's cousin or my cousin in Ubon, he was the one that redid that wave
Ah,
all for me. So if I wanted to get a little scooter, that's where I got my Scoopy from. He called me up and said it's what is it? A 2018. It's got 15,000 kilometers on it, and the guy wants 18,000 baht for it. Well, the things are just going. Even the older ones are going for 35,000, 30,000 baht. So I bought it. So if you know someone like that, it's good too. You haven't seen you in a while, Sean. How you doing? I said hello. I figured you're probably busy. Uh, just type away. And what it is, 200 characters. Type again. You can put them together. Mitch would know. I'm naive to all that stuff.
yeah. And your movie, Mitch, was Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. That was a fun movie.
Never heard of
Corny as
that.
hell, but fun.
What was it called?
Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets.
Is that the one where he's with the girl and they got the little round pellets? Is that the one? It's a
Um,
guy, kid and a girl, and they in the
no,
beginning of it they could be invisible city, and they two different things, and I don't know if it's the same one movie I'm thinking of. If it is, I like that one.
it's a sort of they are a sort of soldier police.
Yeah, and that they're these little pearl things from this one planet that got destroyed or something, and
Yes,
they're
that's the
looking.
one.
Yeah, okay.
That's the
Yeah, I
one.
like that. I like that movie. I don't remember the name of it, but I like that. Yeah, Ossie's saying yes, Dave. That's the same. Yeah, yeah. I liked it. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I think I've watched it twice too. Usually, if I enjoy something, that's I'll watch it. Pull that up. Let's see. Movie looks interesting. It was. I don't know. There's so many. I know between. I've got way too many. I've got Hula. I've got Prime. I got Netflix. I've got some that Tom had got me that I don't even watch anymore. I don't think I can access them actually. Um, I have too many. All of a sudden, I bet you I pay 150, $200 a month on stuff that I don't even watch. All different ones. Peacock, uh, and a lot of the ones like Peacock and stuff like that, and especially is it Peacock that that movie with Kevin Costner, Yellowstone, the series. It's awesome, by the way. If you guys haven't watched it, it's like cowboys and mafia all wrapped up into one ball, and and he does a great job in it. Excellent, definitely worth watching. And Peacock has the whole series or whatever it was. You can get it, find it different places. But hey, Aaron,
I believe Costner quit that series Yellowstone over it couldn't work with one of the other actors.
yeah, I do have a VPN. I've had it since 2015. I think it's called Strong, and because I can't get, I also have Paramount Plus and all these things that I can't get unless I have the VPN. They are out of the area or whatever. So I do run a VPN. I'm on my free trial with Amazon. Yeah, you know I have Amazon Prime. I still pay for it to get the free shipping from Amazon and all that kind of stuff, and next day shipping when you're in the States. And I've had that for 4 or 5 years now. I haven't used it once, obviously. Hey Jeff, how you doing? I'm saying I love to watch My Name Is Nobody, Terrence Hill and
Yes,
Harry
they're
Belafonte.
they're they're fun movies. Those Terence Hill series.
There's so many movies that I haven't seen. Even the old movies and stuff I'd like to see again. And I'm talking about old movies.
The Birds, Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah, the birds. Uh, I'm glad to see that. Aaron, did you get? I sent you the thing. I forgot to do that the other day. Did you get it? You must have, right? I think. Let me know. I think I've got the right. Or I sent it to the right place. I think. I love to watch. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Mr. Mitch, I enjoy. Yeah, African Queen, stuff like that. You know, stuff that I haven't watched in years and years and years and years. You know, I'd like to go back every once in a while and watch them. So it is good. Netflix is probably all that you damn need. Every once in a while I'll get on a binge and I want to watch this and that. I remember when I it was before my cousin Joey passed. Somebody had turned me on to what's the one where going bad? No, something bad. What is it called with the drugs? Um,
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. And so he said, "You got to watch this." I turned it on and I couldn't stop watching it. I binged watched it for like 4 days to watch the whole thing, and Netflix only carried so many of them. Then I had to look on the internet. Where could I get and watch season 6 and this and season whatever it was, and I did it all in like I think 4 days straight. I never left. I had my motorhome parked on the backside of his property, and besides coming out to take care of him, and every time I'd go back in, I'd watch it and watch it and watch it. That was amazing. I thought that was one of the best things going for sure. You love Breaking Bad. Yeah, I mean it was just unbelievable. My favorite part is when they put that bomb on the wheelchair, and the black guy comes out, and until he turns sideways, he's like half gone. It was awesome. Excellent, excellent movie. What they do, Paul, is they say that like right now, if I had my VPN on and you were trying to look at me, they'd think I was in Seattle in the United States, or I could be in Australia, or I could be out of, you know, England. I could be, no, it'll put you wherever you want to be. And what's good about that is, especially if you have Netflix, is the Australian Netflix shows different movies than the Thai Netflix, and different movies
Certainly
from
does.
the U.S. Netflix. They all show different shows, so it makes it kind of cool. And it's only like they're cheap, $10, $8 a month, or $50 for the year. It's not much money. I would
It's also
suggest
good
having one.
if you're in Thailand and you want to watch your porn.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch. Not anymore, anyway.
Yeah,
Let's see, seven.
Thailand tends to frown on it.
I didn't see if Aaron. Did you answer me? Did you get the? Did you get my my deal? The link that I sent you. I keep forgetting. I ask people questions, and then I don't look at the freaking
You
chat.
don't read the answers. Yeah.
I know I'm horrible. Do you have to go into settings? No, if you get one, it automatically does it for you. And it was really weird too, because when I first got to Thailand and was using it, I used it when I was in Costa Rica. Um, the the Paramount Plus that I paid a lot of money for, CBS or whatever, wouldn't work, and the VPN wouldn't work. And I just wrote them a deal, and they said, here, change it to Seattle, and change it to Seattle, and use it out of Seattle. And I've never had a problem in the almost 4 years I've been here to being there. Okay, cool.
It'll,
Thanks,
it'll
Aaron.
be in the configuration settings of your VPN program, Paul.
Yeah, yeah. Mine just all I did once I downloaded it, all I do is just click it to start, pick where I want to be, and it goes. So it does it automatically for me anyway.
The Opera web browser also has a VPN built into it, just in case you're wondering.
It's definitely worth having, Paul. I'll tell you that for the price of it, it's definitely worth having. Because, like I said, even stuff in the United States is different than Thailand. So if you want to watch whatever Island of the Blue Dolphins, it might not be available in Thailand, but it might be available in Australia, Netflix. So it's weird. Yeah, I never watched that. Everybody's telling me that I would enjoy that Dexter, but I haven't. I haven't tried it. I'm afraid to watch it now. And also, what's it, Game of Thrones or whatever, that very
Oh,
popular thing? My
Game
brother
of
tried to
Thrones.
get me to watch it. I couldn't get through the first freaking episode. It's like 2 hours long, and I watched it, and I never got. It's probably one I should watch. My brother said at least watch the second and third, and then you'll be stuck with it. But I couldn't get through the first one, and everybody's saying, "Oh, you're crazy! It's the best thing that was
The
ever created," So I have to try it
the
again, I
first,
guess.
first few episodes tend to jump around a bit, and but you need to watch about three or four, and
That's
then
what
you
my
get
brother.
what the story is
Sorry,
doing.
that's what my brother said, the same exact thing, and maybe I should, because so many people have told me they love it. They think it's the greatest thing ever. Um,
And you get to see lots of lady bits and fighting and blood and gore and Fun stuff.
I'd probably enjoy that then. This will be my last weekend of drinking till I get to Thailand in December. Did you ever meet up with Chuck or no? Or is it secret? It might be secret. I know I watched Chuck's video this morning. I got to tell him I'm not. I'm going to boycott his station if he or his channel if he shows any more Mexican food. It's bad enough when he gets to the States. I'm sure his mom and everybody else are going to go eat Mexican food, Mexican food, Mexican food. And before they left, they went with their friends to one of the taco places, and it looked really good too. So I'm just kidding with Chuck. Chuck knows. Told him please don't put any Mexican food in your videos. Can't help himself. God, I really Jones. I'm jonesing for it now. If there was a place that I know, I'd shut the live stream down and I'd head into Surin and go hit up a place. But that one that Chuck had, I think it was not this last one today, but I think it was the one before that. It was inside one of the malls, and it looked awesome. They even liked the margaritas.
That was run by a Filipino.
Scarface was also Godfather, one of great actors. Yeah, that was. I don't know when Scarface first came out. All of us got together and we were drunk and whatever we were doing, and we must have watched that 50 times. Say hello to my little friend.
Okay, for you, Dave, there's a place in Surin that is called the Starbeam Restaurant. The only
Yes.
place in Surin with decent Mexican food.
Yeah, they have. I've been there 2, 3 times. They have they make their own chips and it's good. The little salsa that they make is okay. I've had the burrito. It's the best place in Surin, and sometimes they're open, sometimes they're not. But yeah, that's the one I found by putting into Google and some other stuff. Mexican food, pizzas too. They have. I've never tried their pizza there. I'm trying to think what I had the last time I was there. I believe it was a burrito. Maybe I'll go
And
there today.
there's another one called the Corner Cafe.
The Corner Cafe. I've never heard of that.
It's
But I
closed
know
at the moment. Opens at
somebody else
11.
had mentioned that. Yeah, somebody else had mentioned the Starbeam. I think Starbeam, is that the name of it? Something like
Starbeam,
that.
yep.
Yeah. But the other one that you're talking about, I'll have to write that down. What did you say it was called? Something Corner?
Corner Cafe.
Corner Cafe. You'd think I'd be able to remember that, but no, because I'm old. Corner.
It's not very far away from you.
The Corner Cafe.
Yeah.
Cool. What's up, Mark? How you
Good
doing?
morning. Good morning,
That,
Brock. Good morning, Dave. Good morning.
that's
Good
right.
morning, Mark.
It's your day off today, right?
My day off. And this time next week, what's the time in Thailand at the moment? Just gone 9 o'clock.
Yep.
Probably be at the Wombat.
Yeah. I was reading something. Sorry, but yeah, if you were about me going to there, and you're coming fairly soon, right? When
Yeah,
are you
so I
going?
fly out on Friday.
On Friday. Yeah.
Anyway,
So
just so you feel at home, Mark.
God, I hope the front door key still fits, Brock. I'm hearing strange rumours that it might not fit.
Oh, no.
uh,
Has Scott Bonner been there?
Someone's been there.
mhm.
Someone's
Or
been
was
cut.
it Victor?
Someone's been cutting my grass, so I'm not sure
Yeah,
what to make of that.
it's
Take
either
it easy,
Victor or
Jeff.
Scott Bonner.
Uh, Everybody's saying bye to Jeff. See you later. Um, let's see.
Hey, Joe.
Wasn't there a really good Mexican in Ubon? Yeah, that was the one I went to that Chuck had. I've been there twice or 3 times because of Chuck, and it being fairly close to me, and my wife has family, and we now so we have land there in Ubon, but that's where her family's from. But it's a hotel, and it was a guy that owned it with his Thai wife, and now I understand that someone else owns it, but they still do the the Mexican food, and it was pretty good, uh, but not like some of the places that. I'll tell you what, the best place that I've had it, and Tom still wants me to go as soon as I get to Patea, is Route
Morning, Joe.
66, and Route 66 was good. Uh,
The
I
corner
have to
cafe
say,
is near Home Pro, Dave, so you can go shopping for tools and then go and
near Home Pro, Corner
yeah.
Cafe. I'm gonna have to check that out.
I read something
Thanks.
on the internet last night that
Oh,
that there's an American, and he might be in the chat, that reckons that he knows where New Zealand is. And I thought, now, no, I'm not trying to downplay the Americans. You're all very, very clever, but geography doesn't really extend past your borders. So I'm just wondering if that person actually does know where New Zealand is.
Well, isn't it the same thing as Australia?
No,
It's the same
yeah,
country, isn't
it is.
it's an island off the coast of
it? I
Australia.
watch a guy now. It's called A and B Camping, and he's from New Zealand, and he does a lot of camping in New Zealand. And I didn't realize that there's our summertime or in the United States. Is it the same with you guys? Is his winter time in
Yeah,
New
that's right.
Zealand?
Yes,
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought because he was in the snow and stuff, and I'm going, this is pretty awesome. It's not a bad. It's just him and his dog. He was I forget what he was, and he decided to just do YouTube. These guys make a lot of money in YouTube. I'm surprised the crap out of me. You know,
He can point it out on a map. Now that's something else. That's something else.
You know, it's funny talking about that. My daughter was in America for a couple of months when she had a boyfriend who was a Marine. And she went to a party, lots of American girls there for some reason. And they all thought she spoke pretty good American. And she said, and somebody said, "So where are you from?" "Perth." "Oh, is that near Sydney?" "No." "Okay, so where exactly is Australia?" And daughter said, um, "Just south of Texas." "Oh, okay."
BT.
let's see what it was. Say the
Um,
first time I
Brock,
met an
And she
American in
tried to speak
America,
strong.
I sent
he
you a new
thought New Zealand.
screensaver, Brock. I sent you a new screensaver on Messenger. I thought it might have
Oh,
been
okay.
topical for a couple of weeks ago. Might have been topical for a couple of weeks ago.
Well, as I said, the first time I met an American in
Exactly right,
America,
Joe.
he thought that New Zealand was on the coast of Greenland. Uh, I kind of
Ah,
know vaguely where it was. I knew that New Zealand and Australia were two different places, and are people take offense to it too, right? If you call an Aussie, "Are you from New Zealand?" They take
No,
offense
no,
to it, right?
no,
No.
no,
no.
no.
Okay.
We take the piss out of each other all the time. And
Okay.
I replied to Steve from the Wombat last night because he put out his first little video. So for those, I don't know, Brock or someone will be able to pull up the link from, or Mitch might be able to do it. And he just introduced himself. Everybody sees him in the background, and he'll say hello on this live stream, and he'll say hello on that live stream. But he had about 3 minutes, and he said, "G'day, everybody. My name's Steve." And I reached out to him and I said, "Oh, look, I've got mates across the Dutch." Because New Zealanders, when they say six, they say
Yeah,
sucks. When they say fish, they say fosh. When they say ditch, they say Dutch. So we always take the piss out of each other. I mean, that's the
No,
beauty
see,
of being
that
outside.
must have been what I was thinking. Remember when I asked you, "Is there any poisonous snakes in Australia?" So it was New Zealand that I was thinking about, right? See, because
yeah.
it said Aaron's saying, "How is there no snakes in New Zealand and Australian has so damn many?"
The
And
Yeah.
so
Kiwis
that
had
must have
them
been.
many years ago.
Yeah, they don't have. See, I'd like New Zealand better than I would like Australia. Then I don't like snakes. And somebody was
Joe's
asking me a
fluent in,
question.
in Australia.
Was it Joe that asked
Good
me?
on
What
you,
did he say?
mate.
Dave, did you show
Yeah.
the pic of your ride to your wife? What ride, Joe? What did I mean? Oh, you mean the video?
That's true.
I missed something, Joe. Um, Mitch says I never knew where Thailand was until I joined a group of teenagers and booked a trip in '81. In '81, I didn't even know
Where
there
did
was
you think
anything.
you were going? I mean, did you have to look up your Funkin' Wagnalls and the Atlas section and find out where you were going, Mitch, or you just said show up at the airport and we'll land in a day or two, and this is Thailand.
Yeah, Joe says that he's fluent in Australian. I I can
Fair
talk.
dinkum,
I can
mate.
speak more Australian than I can understand, and that's from some of the guys. Of course, I say that sometimes when the guys have real heavy. I can still understand right away an Australian accent, anything like that. But I'll tell you what, he'd come right back at me and say something about those guys down south in the bayou. They could talk for 15 minutes. I didn't understand a damn word they said from start to finish. They are the worst.
They
The
they
gumbo and
speak
the yeah, I can't understand the word they're saying.
they
I see my
speak a
best.
weird mixture of French, Creole, and
Yeah, yeah,
English.
exactly, exactly. I
Well,
told
look,
my future Philippine wife I'm Indian. She thought I was from India for a long time. I'm a Native American. Yeah,
Uh,
there's the people that I think got the rawest deal in the world. A lot of people complain about all the crap that they had to go through in their what happened to their nationalities, and the American Indian got
yeah,
screwed big time by
as
everybody.
my wife says, there's India Dang and India Dam,
Is that what it is?
Indian red and Indian black.
I was surprised how much the Indian from India, their food and everything here in Thailand and both like in England. In England, like Indian food is like English food. There's a million of them there, and I like that food. But the American Indians, from where I was for 18 years, I was up above Fresno, and the my neighbor across the street, she was my one of my wife's best friends. They became buddies, and she's American Indian and related to everybody in the town. Everybody. If you said Rhonda, oh, that's my second cousin's aunts, uncles, brothers, cousin. I mean, everybody was related, and nothing but a bunch of good people. They got accused of being there was a lot of drugs and stuff up there, but we had a good time. I that's one nationality that can do as anything they want in the United States as far as I'm concerned. Build 5 billion casinos if you want. You deserve everything you get, and I'm a firm believer in that. But my sister was married to a Indian from India, and still is married to one. His best friend. Weird deal. They owned a liquor store together. Divorced him. He went back to India. She married the other partner, so she never lost the business. But she's pretty good. She's a good gal. But
Yeah, my father came from India.
from what? From India?
Yep, he's an Anglo-Indian.
Anglo Indian. But that's where my wife got all the thinking that third world countries, the animals were running crazy and people were peeing in the streets because they do. They pee in the streets. When it's time to go, they squat over on the side and they go to the bathroom. My understanding. Never visualized it myself. Never saw it. But that's what my wife said. Oh, well, all third world countries are like that then. Oh, well, maybe. I don't know. Not from what I've seen. But
look, you know what? I drive around Australia, drive around Melbourne. You drive on a freeway, and there's nowhere to get off on the freeway. Once you're on a freeway, you're on, and you'll see cars pulled over on the side of the freeway with a bloke standing along the side of his car taking a leak. So it's not just third world
I
countries.
was I was really
When
surprised
you
here.
got to
We
go, you got to
stopped.
go.
I stopped with my father-in-law in the truck. We stopped to get her mother. Every time we're driving somewhere, my wife will pull over. I go, what are you doing? Oh, my
Correctly
mom
too.
wants to get the onions from this person in this village and whatever. So we stop. Her dad gets out and he's wandering around the bush. I said, where's your dad going? Oh, he's got to go to the bathroom. And he just went over off the side of the road and took a leak and came back to the truck. I'm going, man, you do that in the United States and they'll arrest your ass for
No,
indecent
it's
exposure.
common practice in Australia. So, because
Yeah,
the
you'd think it
distances
would be.
between towns are so great. You just when you got to go, you got to go.
Yeah, I think
That picture
there's a
didn't
lot
come
of.
through, Joe. It came through too blurry for me, my friend. Sorry.
And Dave, if you want to start a good fight, just ask David from Wales if he's from England.
Yeah, the thing that I'll tell you a quick story about that is My cousin, we'll let this troll in here. He's a major troll. I keep saying troll.
Yeah,
I
major
should say
troll. Let me
major.
fix my
My
background
cousin,
here.
my cousin married a Welsh gal. He got divorced, had 2 kids with her. They went to Wales to as part of their honeymoon. They went to France and Italy and all these places. He went there and asked for ice in a bar for his Crown Royal, and you'd think that he had killed 8 people. He said the looks
Hi, Benja.
that he got from them about putting
Benja.
ice in his drink was unacceptable. They damn near threw him out, he said. They damn near threw me out for asking for ice.
I
Well,
asked
that
for a
wouldn't-
glass of milk at the A7 the other night.
Yeah.
Damn near got tarred and feathered.
How you doing, David? Glad you can make it.
If you ask
I miss
for
Benja.
icing
Hey,
it
Benja,
here
how
in
you doing?
Australia, you will get thrown out.
It was really. He said it was surprising. They ended up putting him. They
Hey,
did
Joe.
accommodate him. They put a little bucket of ice up on the bar. So, but
Yeah,
he really liked it. He liked Wales. The place that he didn't like the most was France, and I hear that from a lot of people. Said they were
No,
just nasty.
Yeah,
Didn't
I had
didn't like
good
America.
good experiences in France. A bunch of them.
Yeah, Mike. He didn't like it. He said they weren't.
Yeah, they
weren't
were
very nice to him.
actually friendly
Hey,
to
Bruce,
me.
how you doing? Hi, Sassy May, if you're there, or if it's just Bruce.
If the French think
Hi,
that
Bruce.
you're English, you will not get very far at all. Just tell them you're Australian and they love you.
Oh, is that it? They might
Yep.
have, but he
There you
didn't-
go,
That was the only.
Aussie.
That was the only
Paul,
place
that's funny.
the only place he said he didn't really like. He went
Yep.
all the way through there, and then he ended up nasty divorce. But that's a whole.
Yeah,
nother story.
Aussie in Asia, I do suffer from that when I am in Thailand. It's amazing my capacity to drink alcohol increases exponentially with the temperature. So,
Yeah.
Always
You've gotta
working,
drink-
Benja. Always working.
You've got to drink it fairly quickly so it doesn't get hot.
well, that's right. I drink San Miguel when I'm there, and it comes in the smaller stubbies than what the Leo and the Chang does, and
Yeah.
only takes me 2 or 3 gulps, and it's down.
Hey
Then all
T,
of a
how you
sudden,
doing?
another one in my hand.
No, didn't go swimming in the river there. In any river in France, actually. I did in
I've
Germany
gone-
quite a bit, though.
I don't know. I've met a couple of French guys and gals, and the gals were nice. The guys were kind of standoffish. Maybe it was just
God, we
me.
went to France a bunch. I was stationed in Kaiserslautern, West Germany. Back in the day, it was West Germany. Now just Germany, but back in the day, and I had a car and a license. We drove everywhere, and it was only a few hours away to
Trevor
Paris.
said he didn't enjoy his.
I
trips
hear
to
that a
France,
lot.
and-
I do.
Yeah.
I've had friends that have just had miserable experiences there.
No, the parent company of the company I worked for a couple of years ago, they sent me over to France where their head office was. And I spent a couple of months there working, and then working in Slovakia and working in Germany and working in Switzerland. I worked all over the place. I absolutely loved France. So much history.
I knew there was a reason that I didn't like you, Aaron. I just didn't know exactly what it was, but now I know. He's got French bloodline.
Oh, French.
Yeah, whatever the ills
I
are
don't
in
know,
the world, blame the French.
I don't know. I shouldn't really say something like that because my experiences with French. I'm talking about a handful of people. So I mean,
Hey,
I don't
Bruce,
know. Just the
Sassy May?
experience that I personally haven't been the greatest in the world with people from France, and I'm talking about not people with bloodlines or whatever. People that come here from France, that are visiting here. For some reason, it just didn't seem like they like Americans. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a marathon stream, Bruce. You guys were on there a long time, and then it kept going. I got
fell
back
asleep.
from my evening entertainment and at dark 30, and they were still at it.
My wife asked me to shut the phone off because I fell asleep with it on there and woke up to singing, so I had shut it off.
So true, Ron John. They have. When I was stationed in Germany, we had a little incident with Libya, where France said, "No, you are not going to fly over our country to bomb Libya."
Exactly. Exactly.
And so they said, okay, screw you, we'll fly around. And
Yeah.
right then and there that night, it went from being able to drive and cross the border to you had to have a visa. So I went and got a 9-month visa stamped in my passport, and we would still go and have fun. But things changed, wars and things like that, political, whatever. And
Yeah. I
yeah,
just. Yeah, I know that. I know a lot of the. I know a lot of
sounds
the.
great, Benja. Sounds great.
Yeah, ulterior
What did you
motive
say?
there. You can borrow my
Someone
bike,
please
but I got to
Yeah.
go
on a
too.
motorcycle.
Yeah, traveler, that's funny.
Somewhere.
Uh,
What did he say? My ex-sister-in-law's friends, and I was happy when she and my brother got divorced.
that's
You know,
funny.
I heard.
Ah.
I've heard a bunch of like service guys and stuff saying stuff about that. Didn't really like them too much, and said you'd be speaking German if it wasn't for us, and that kind of analogy. And but I teach their own. Like I said, the guys seemed standoffish. The women were, they were fun. The ones that I met, they were fun gals.
That's funny. Joe says in Paris told me it was Jerry Lewis's son.
Yeah, they
I don't
love
know.
Jerry Lewis.
99 or early 2000, I landed in Bangkok, and of course we'd come through Narita. So on my TM6, whatever, where you coming from, I wrote Japan, right? And anyway, the guys I was with we were a bunch of jokesters, and they said, "You Japan?" And my friend said, "Yeah, sumo." Pointed at sumo. They were like, It's like, so from then on, the pranks were on. It was crazy.
Yeah, I heard about that craziness going on there. I don't know much
Yeah,
about who
was
they are and what.
pretty messed up.
Did he die? He's dead?
Yeah,
or-
he
or
died.
what?
He
Yeah,
died,
he
yeah.
died.
I don't know that much about it. I don't even know who he was. I'm horrible with.
He was the
with-
ex-prime minister for Japan.
Yeah, he did 2 terms, I think, which is the longest.
Yeah, he was one of
for
the
any-
longest. He was the longest-serving PM for Japan. Yeah.
Was he?
But
he
he was
hated or
he was a
liked,
friend
or-
of the United States.
Uh,
That's for sure.
well, see, I'm a horrible person.
No, you're
If
not.
I
Dave.
if I was the president of the United States, as far as I'm concerned, Japan is USA. When you attack a country and then they beat your ass, you are now their land. So it should be a giant USA flag running across Japan, and that's just my personal opinion. Isn't that true? I mean,
So,
if somebody tries to steal my land,
on
and
the
I
other
fight
hand-
for, I'm going to take their land and my land after I get rid of them. It just
We
seems
kinda-
normal. But no,
They
let's blow the shit
did.
out of them, and let's give them oodles of money to rebuild, and everything's okay. Pearl Harbor wasn't that big of a deal.
But you own
Hardly
your
anybody
land.
died.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
And maybe I should stop talking.
We actually, okay, I'm not educated on the political thing, but we make a lot of countries toe the line financially, sign agreements and what have yous to
Lend lease.
you might as well own somebody's ass. You know what I mean? We are not we just don't colonize. Okay.
There would be.
You just buy them all out. You just sign them up to impossible terms and conditions on your lend lease agreements. Here, you want a tank? You'll be paying
You
for
know,
that for 1,000 years.
That's right. You can have this
If you-
fighter jet, but you're not going to have this. But guess what? You're going to sign this.
There was.
I do too.
There's two
Aaron.
things.
I do too. I've always been fascinated with Japanese culture. Old.
Yeah, me
Ever since
too.
I watched Shogun, actually, as a kid. I ain't kidding you. I've always
me
wanted to
because
I
me
could
because
live
of the
there.
fish. I want to go there because I want to see. I want to go to the koi farms. But there's one
Right,
thing.
John.
See, I would be good for America, for the simple reason that if you made me
Yes,
president,
Gator.
the next day after I was president, the first thing that I would do would say, "Hey, China, I really can't
I've
pay
met
that
a
money
lot of
back, man. I'm really tight on money right
beautiful
now.
English
So I'm
ladies
going to just write off
that I
all
really
the money
like,
we
yeah.
owe you. So now we got no national debt. USA would be. Well, we might be in a war, but that would be the first thing I did. Oh, we don't
Yes,
owe
they
you
did.
anything anymore.
Yeah, the French did help America back in the day. I mean,
Was that in
You know,
the was that in the the war with Mexico, wasn't it?
Didn't you see the movie?
No, I don't watch movies.
Last of the Mohicans. There you go. There's a quick education
Daniel
for you.
Day-Lewis. Going back to that Battlefield Earth,
Yeah.
I went for a swim and into the pub on Wednesday night as my wont is, and we were talking. Somehow we come up with the world's worst movies, and that
Oh.
Battlestar Earth come up as the world's worst movie. So I started looking at the reviews. Man, if you want to laugh, people out there, if you want to laugh, look up some of the reviews for Battlestar Earth. So my sad mate, he reckons he's got it on DVD. So we're going to have a barbecue tonight and sit down and watch it. So
Yeah. I tell you, there's so many
bad movies.
lemons or Rotten Tomato movies out there that are far worse than that one.
Yeah.
In my
What's the
Well,
name of the one?
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
What was the one?
So many.
A boy and his dog. Was that the one that came out years and years and years ago? Same time as The Exorcist, I think. One of the worst
Boy and
movies.
His
I think
Dog. Is
ever.
that what it's called?
I think so. A horrible movie.
Toxic Avenger.
I was treated great.
Toxic
while I
Avenger is
was
so
in
bad it was
Korea and the
became a
Philippines.
cult.
Yeah. The only thing I heard about Japan is just like, like the hotel rooms are the size of my closet. And real estate is real expensive. So that's
Oh
the
my
only
God.
thing that I've
Yeah,
heard about. Real estate's
it's New
expensive, right?
Zealand, a town in New Jersey.
It's in New South Wales.
I want to go to Japan. That's definitely top on the list.
God.
I thought McDonald's was colonizing the world.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd still like to go to France. I'd like to see it, like Italy and stuff like that too. I still have never been there, and that's my mom
I
says we
watched,
got a lot of people there.
I just got to pop up.
I did too, Paul. I watched it. John Travolta.
I just watched Battle of Los Angeles night before last.
Oh, not your Battle of LA. That wasn't bad. I was thinking of the other one.
Okay, Aaron Eckhart, right? Yeah, and a cast of others, but yeah, Aaron Eckhart.
Yes.
Thank You for
Space
Smoking. Remember that
Cruiser.
one with Aaron Eckhart?
Yeah, good movie. I liked
I
it.
like that movie.
Yeah. I liked it.
The
a lot.
American with George Clooney. You ever seen that one?
Yeah.
No, I
yeah.
haven't seen that.
That was a
That's
good
definitely
movie.
in the European style.
Yeah.
A lot of Americans kind of get bored with it, because you got to kind of fill in some blanks and you got to kind of think, a little bit.
It reminded me of the original Day of the Jackal.
Yeah, exactly.
Air Force Base.
Exactly.
I just
Escape
seen
from
some of the
L.A.,
cubicles.
Kurt Russell.
It
See you,
was.
Jake.
I'd like to.
Why are you
Jake,
tripping?
Why are you tripping, man?
Hey, what's up?
I don't know. I did that wrong. Did I have to go like this?
They have trips into to
Yeah,
Japan
man.
just
Sucked
about
when he
koi.
died.
They take
Sorry to
every
spoiler
place
alert.
that you could go around. You could go to koi farms.
When is it
what I
acceptable
hope
to
to
talk
do.
about the end of a movie? How long do you have to wait before it's a spoiler alert?
50
Is there
years, I
like a
think.
rule?
50 years.
Oh, I can't wait for everyone to see
50
Top-
years. This isn't a presidential assassination, Dave, or a COVID thing.
Yeah, let me see how many subscribers I lost in the
Gone,
last
baby, gone.
couple of minutes here.
Oh man, I have to look it up. Casey Affleck,
No.
the assassination of. Oh man, someone's gonna say it before I find it.
Where's Jake? Jake's not normally on. Oh, he had to go for a minute.
He
Just left.
yeah, he
He'll be
took
back
off.
soon. He'll be back soon.
You got this.
Jesse
I
James, I
heard,
think.
what?
Assassination.
I
of
heard
Jesse
that in
James or
Japan you
something.
have to prove you have a place to park it before you can buy a car. Really, that's interesting. Yeah, the big cities now. Everybody that's been there, they love it. They say it's great. It's something to see, and I think Chuck and Paige have been there, right?
Yes, they have.
And,
Yeah.
and some other people that I watched have been there, and they loved it. Me, like I said, I'm more for the fish. I don't, I'd want to see the the cities and stuff a little bit, but
Here's a good one. I just posted the name of it.
The
The
assassin-
Casey
assassination
Affleck. I like that movie. And there was another one that he
Jesse
was in where he
James.
was just a
by the
God,
camera.
mean.
I watched the movie. I'm stealing off my mate's Amazon account while I'm here in Australia because I'm a tight ass.
Killer Inside Me.
There was a movie
was
called Old Frank on Amazon, and it was a pretty. I think it was called Old Frank, and it was a pretty good movie, and it had a very very interesting twist. So I'm not going to give it away, but it was a period set back
Snake
around
Plissken. There you
1909 in
go.
America.
Okay, what do we have here? I'm getting messages here.
Oh, I like Chevy Chase. He was always funny. The
Yeah.
The Groove Tube.
Oh my God!
Worst
Yeah,
movie.
Tommy, I just read your message. Sorry.
Dunk.
Let's see.
Oh dear.
What's The Killer Inside Me? That I've never seen that either, or it doesn't ring a bell to me. I'll have to check it out. I always gotta go. I gotta go back and look at these things afterwards, especially when we're talking about movies. What was the other one named? Bones or God, with the I forget what his name is.
What was it about?
The Bone Collector, or something
Denzel
like that?
Washington and
Yeah. What's his,
Angelina.
I was
think.
it
Yeah.
Angelina or was it?
Was that the
It was a
one
good
where
movie.
he was
I
he
remember.
was laid up in hospital and he had Angelina Jolie doing all
Yeah, another-
Yeah.
God,
Good movie.
I love his body of work. I'll tell you what, Denzel.
Yeah, me too.
Jolie's got some good stuff too, but
Well, I don't
Denzel's
think
got some.
now. I mean, we discussed this once before. Now, when I watch movies, I tend to look for actors and actresses that I know. There you go to
Yes.
one because you just can't tell that the you can't judge a book by its cover. But so many movies have been disappointing.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I just go. For
I see it now. I see it now, Joe. Sorry, guys. I like that.
So he sent that to me.
I'm gonna
but
have to
I
share my
can't see it.
screen.
Bring me the head of Alfredo.
Share screen.
What
There-
was the
there's-
other one?
I'm gonna. Let me see. Chrome tab.
I was saying Snake Eyes. Hey Scott, how you doing? Glad you could join us.
No caption necessary for this one, Dave. If you feel like sharing it,
What is it?
it's
I can't see it.
it's safe. It's safe for work. Somebody's.
Yeah, he sent it to me.
Oh yeah.
Now I know what he was talking about. He wanted me to show. Yeah, I didn't show it to her, Joe. Now
And the
now
caption
it all-
was.
I'm a little
what was-
slow. I'm
What
a
was
little
the caption
slow.
on that, Dave? What was the caption? What was the name of that? The title of that?
I forget now. He sent it to me
Dave's
too.
new ride.
Yeah, my new ride. That's why he said, "Did I show it? Did I show it to my wife?" Now it all
Howie,
makes
Howie,
sense.
how you doing? That's funny.
Firefox. Yeah, there's so many movies, man. Yeah,
Foxfire, was
Molly, how
that
you doing,
Clint
man?
Eastwood?
Oh, that was an old one. Fox was it Fox Bat? Fox.
Fox-
Oh,
Foxfire. Oh, Foxfire. Oh, man. Oh, I was thinking Firefox.
Firefox. That was. I think that was it, wasn't it? With Clint Eastwood back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Foxfire
that
is a fairy tale, 96 film. Wait.
Have a good night, Jake. Thanks as always. Yeah, there's this guy.
wow.
There's so many movies, and I forget 'em. What was the one with? Was it? No, it was. What's her name? The one that had the singing mother and sister. That is an actor now. She was married to the Formula guy or racer.
Yeah,
Or no,
the one of the Judds, yeah.
Yeah, the Judds.
Ashley.
Ashley Judd.
Where's that you, if you kill, you can't be tried for the crime.
Oh,
Twice.
Oh,
Double
Double Jeopardy.
Emily
Double
Jones.
Double
Jeopardy?
Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Double
Excellent
Jeopardy.
movie. Love
Yeah.
that movie, man. I
Me.
might watch that tonight.
Cheers, Jake.
That was a
Cheers,
good
Jake.
one.
See ya.
Yeah.
That was a good movie. I liked that movie.
Yeah, Foxfire.
Ends up killing the.
Yeah, I liked him.
Ex-husband.
What was his name? What's his name? The actor?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, I like him.
Tommy Lee
I think
Jones,
that's
but the husband.
yeah.
He's
He was
been in
good
some
too.
great movies too.
Yeah, but I
Or
think that's the
good
best movie that I've seen him in because he was in that one with Steven Seagal where they're on the ship, which is a good movie.
Yeah.
But
Was it Under Siege? Was he on
Yeah,
that one?
Under Siege, yeah, the original one, the first one, and he was good in that. But I think that Double Jeopardy was the best movie that I've seen him in, personally, that I liked. Green Mile, yeah, awesome movie.
I watched No
That's
Country
in my
for Old
queue,
Men.
actually. I've got that downloaded. Yeah, Tommy Lee was in
Oh,
Double
you said
Jeopardy.
Mama
But are you
Judge? I
talking
didn't
about?
know that.
Oh yeah, he was in Under Siege. Yeah. He was the
He was the
the
bad
guy.
guy.
Shawshank
the
Redemption.
crazy
asshole
guy.
MC guy that.
Yeah.
I tell you what, who can name without looking the lady that jumped out of the cake?
Erica
I don't
Elniak.
know.
Holy
What-
God,
Erica Elniak.
dude, that was too quick, Brock. That was way too quick.
I didn't know
She-
that Mama
oh my
Judd passed.
God.
She
huh?
did a
I'm still
wonderful
looking.
job in that movie.
Guess what poster's behind Brock's toilet door?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was looking for her name, and he's like, boom, because I just watched that. I kid you not.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the better movies
Men in
made
Black.
too.
That was good, man.
Shawshank Redemption was awesome. I just cringed
Remember,
when he had to be in
The
in
Fugitive.
prison. That was
I
otherwise
didn't
liked
kill
the
my
movie.
wife. Tommy Lee says, I don't care. Oh, man. Yeah,
Men
he
in
is.
Black. Yeah, he was
Tommy
good
Lee.
in Men in Black too, wasn't he?
No Country for
Yeah, Holly
Old Men,
Berry.
yeah?
Yeah, watched that 2 nights ago. Old Country for Old Men. Woody
What was
Harrelson.
the
Damn, good
movie?
movie.
What was the movie where the it's
Halle
right on the
Berry.
tip of my tongue. The one where the guy who had the all the cans had to be facing the right thing, and the woman wanted to leave him, and that was Holly Berry, right? You know what movie I'm talking about? He was like, oh God, I don't.
Was he a cyber guy?
No, he was just a crazy guy, and she wanted to get away from
Did he
him.
live in Rayong, Dave?
It could be.
Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, good
Yeah, that
movie
was
too.
good.
Anything
too.
from Quentin Tarantino. Anything.
Yeah,
from
Yeah, really, anything.
He does. He
What's
does.
the one
have,
with the snake and the hot lady, Thelma?
Is that what it was? Julia Roberts was it?
Once
With,
upon a time in Mexico
movie
or
I'm
something
thinking?
like that.
Oh, when he went a little bit freaky with bloody aliens or
What's the name
something,
of
wasn't it? Ghosts.
Sling
and
Blade,
devils.
excellent movie. Excellent movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Sling
think it
Blade.
was Sleeping with the Enemy. Sleeping with the Enemy.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Sleeping with
That,
the Enemy.
that the one?
Okay.
That's the one.
I
Was
I
that
don't know,
Julia
I'm gonna have to look.
Roberts? I think it was Julia Roberts. I think Waza.
I
Wow.
watched The Invisible Man, not the original one that I saw with Kevin Bacon, but a newer one. It was kind of suspenseful. I was like, man, I want to,
So many
Like
good
this.
catch
movies
this
out
son of a bitch.
Back again. I went invisible for a short time.
Did you? You were invisible?
Speaking of The Invisible Man, Sleeping with the Enemy, Julia Roberts. Yeah, that's it.
See, Joe wants to make a remake with the Reservoir Soy Dog. A remake.
I like that one.
I know what
Heat.
I'm thinking about.
Heat was a good flick too. A lot of action in that one.
Yeah. R.I.P. James Conn, man. That's unbelievable. He was,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, rest in
Wow.
peace, James Conn.
No kidding. She's on the back of my toilet door. That one was is there. Nothing
Oh
tops
yeah,
the
Lonesome Dove, the
Lonesome
miniseries.
Dove. I just watched that. I watched that a month ago or something.
Gus was the character, one of them.
Excellent
Newt.
excellent show.
Tell
That
you
was
what,
one of the.
The Lost Battalion with Rick Schroeder or Ricky Schroeder.
No,
He's actually an accomplished actor.
I never
Have you
watched
seen
that.
that?
Never
You
seen.
seen The Lost Battalion?
Never seen
Anybody?
it. No.
Anybody?
I
Anybody?
probably have, but I can't remember.
Damn good movie.
Crazy movie.
Damn
No,
good
no.
movie.
Nothing. Yeah, I think Lonesome
If
Dove
you
was
like war
during that,
movies,
that same period where they coined the phrase was it a miniseries? Miniseries, right? There was a bunch of them.
I want to poke. Yeah, Tony.
Rich
Exactly.
Man, Poor Man.
Just
Rich
a
Man,
quick
Poor
poke.
Man. Did you ever watch that with Nick Nolte and who else was in it? Rich Man, Poor Man was the same time that it was considered one of the miniseries. Good miniseries. What was the
Yeah.
other guy's name? And what's her name? The gal that was in it was Young. I forget her name.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it was
if you
James.
get
Good
it.
movie.
I wanna-
Space Odyssey. You
2001.
see-
2001.
Yeah, that was a long time ago too, man. I still remember the days.
Interesting fact from that movie. The
Dave,
name HAL came because
Dave,
the movie,
take your
um,
stress pill, Dave.
IBM would not let them use IBM in the movie for the
Yeah, Rick Schroeder
name
was
for
new.
the computer. So
That's
they
right.
They wouldn't.
transposed all the letters one to the left.
Doom Generation.
Oh, there you go.
Interesting.
How?
Gonna look that
No,
up.
I didn't know that. It you should have
There's my toilet door.
been had an edible and watched Doom Generation.
1995, the Doom Generation. I'm
My
wondering if I've
personal
seen
favorite.
that. I don't think I've seen that.
Traveller,
This December,
quadruple for my personal
1968.
favourite, Miss December. Was she showing an ankle back then in 1968?
Maybe.
James Ball. Interesting.
Man, 68.
13
Wow.
days. 13 days. Now I've heard of that.
I've never seen that either.
I've heard it.
I thought
think
I've
I'm
seen a
on-
lot of movies, man, and I
Oh Lord, look at that rock. 13 days. Yeah, was Costner in that one too?
Yeah,
Oh wait,
I
let me
yeah,
think
no,
of that.
no.
Let me think of the other guy.
Oh, this one?
13 days. That was Oliver Stone, yeah. Bruce Greenwood. Yeah, he was in that too. Yeah, Bruce Greenwood, the actor that we were just talking about in one of them other movies. I don't remember which. Double Jeopardy. He played the
Yeah.
husband in Double Jeopardy. Another
Good
good
movie.
actor.
Yeah.
It's
of
Twisted.
good
Okay,
movies, man.
it's in my search history
wonder
now,
what-
so I'll watch it.
I'm thinking about movies now, and what do you think? Do you think that like 25-year-old kids now, I call them kids, that would even ever know any of these movies or watched any of them or
They don't
have an
watch
inkling
that.
to?
I think
you know,
I think
mean,
I think so. If obviously if their parents watch them, you're going to
Yeah,
pick
that's
up on
true.
some of it.
yeah, depending on what their parents watched.
I mean,
or-
my daughter was listening to Black Sabbath and Ozzy when she was 6. I mean, she's like now she listens to it, and her fiance can play it, on the guitar, and
was it-
Randy Rhoads riffs and stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess that's true. What the parents listen
Yeah,
to.
there's lots of room to park a bike there, Waza. Definitely. You got to mow the lawn though. That's the rent for parking a bike. You got to show up, mow the lawn.
I don't know. There's so many movies. I mean, you could go.
What a time in our history. 13 days. That was.
Oh, that
Ever
was.
watched
That was now I remember. That was 13 days. When you said that, it clicked my memory banks
Yeah,
over.
me
That
too.
Cuban Missile
Me too.
Crisis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cuban
yeah.
Have
Missile.
anybody watched
Cuban
the
Missile.
the Fog of War? Excuse me,
Yes, yes.
with Robert
No, haven't seen
McNamara.
that either.
Yeah.
Haven't
That's
seen
an
that
eye
either.
opener there of how close we were. Unless he was lying. But
The stuff that I saw was we were real close. Real close.
About that far away.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, Lonesome Dove. Love it. Thanks, Tommy. Love that movie.
Yeah, there's so many movies. I can't believe you guys hadn't seen Rich Man, Poor Man. That was a big series.
Oh, I
or
was going to look that
mini-series.
up. Yeah.
Mini-series back. It's about the same, I want to say the same time. Nick Nolte looked like he was 19 years old, and Christine Brinkley.
Oh, Peter
Brinkley?
Strauss. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Susan Blakely. Holy
Yeah, Blakely.
smokes.
She was like
And
19.
Bill Bixby, Ed Asner.
Yeah,
Quite the
lot
cast.
yeah, and it's like a three-part deal, 3 or 4.
Kay
part.
Lands. Holy shit. Norman Fell.
Hey, Mama, how you doing? Unfortunately, a lot like the kids here today. Yeah, Roots. Yeah, there you go. Traveler. That was a good one.
Robert Reed. Wasn't that the Brady Bunch guy?
Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Jaws and Star Wars. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many. But
Wow.
Roots was good. That was another. That was during the same miniseries time. I don't know what year. What year does it say there, Mitch? Rich Man, Poor Man.
Yeah, let me
Or
go
you
back to
passed
it. Oh, I just yeah, I already. I'm on another
I think they're all about the
1976.
same time. Yeah, the mid '70s was the
Yeah,
miniseries
I'll do that. I'll subscribe to that.
Wag the Dog. Yeah, that's a good movie. What was the other one with God? What's his name? The American Indian movie with Dustin Hoffman.
Little Big Man.
Little Big Man. That's it. I like that movie too. There's a lot of them. There was
You've
much.
got a lot stored up there, haven't you?
You know what it is
What's
when
that,
you
Mark?
think about it.
You've got a lot stored up there, haven't you?
Yeah, if I'd have gone to uni instead of spending all that time watching movies, I may be a rocket scientist or something.
I'll tell you what. One of my good friends that passed away way too young, at like 46 or something. The guy was really intelligent, right? But he was a roofer.
That would
He didn't
be,
do much. He watched a lot of TV. And what was that show that was on?
Don't answer. Oh my God!
Wasn't that John
There's
Wayne?
a question there.
I didn't understand.
Wasn't it the Duke?
Gene Hackman.
Oh.
No. John Wayne.
Yeah, I said John Wayne. The Duke.
Ah, shit, I'm slow.
The Duke. But what was that show that was on where the guy asked the question with an answer type thing? What is
Alex Trebek.
Yeah.
For
He would sit there.
$400.
I swear to God, we would be sitting there in the afternoon or something, and every freaking answer that they came up with, he knew before the show. They would say, "What river in such and such?" And boom, he'd come up with the river. Every place that you could possibly think of.
I got a fun fact about John Wayne. So in Victoria, we have a highway. It's called the Great Western Highway, and everybody refers to it as the Duke. We're going down the Duke. We're on the Duke.
Really?
Breaker. Any double bubbles on the Duke?
Double bubbles on the Duke.
What was the guy that had the paint horses up in Chatsworth?
Another good one. Tom Cruise has done a lot of good work.
Yeah.
I just don't, follow his religion or
That
nothing.
was excellent. Rain Man was
He's
excellent.
done some. Remember, to me personally, he went kind of to shit there for a while, but then he came back with The Last Samurai, and he brought me back into the fold with The Last Samurai.
What was the one where he comes sliding in in his shorts?
Risky
Business.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Everyone went out and bought an equalizer for their car just so they could go up.
That could be. I think you're right, Ron. I think you're right. Yeah, it was just got all the movies, but I'm trying to think of the guy that God, he had all the paint horses. It was the same era. All the old westerns when you seen out in Agua Dulce, and all the rocks and all that kind of stuff was right in pretty much my backyard when I lived in Agua Dulce, and all the stuff that with the horses and the paint horses, and I can't remember. I can't remember his name. Not Roy Rogers and Dale Evans, but it was another guy that all of his horses and stuff were in all the movies.
God damn, Joe, what a question.
You can't say stuff like that. No, you can't. Joe, someone needs to delete that comment from Joe. It's sacrilege.
No, it's okay.
Who was the one that was
we're actually stronger than we appear.
I'm not.
Who was the guy that was gay?
I crushed my memories.
What was his name? The one that was the old time actor. Cary Grant? Was that was supposedly was gay?
Yeah.
I thought it was Rock Hudson. Wasn't it?
Hudson too. Yeah.
There were a lot of Hollywood greats that were gay that the studios kept secret.
Yeah, they didn't want it out. No, I don't blame them.
Even today.
Cocktail, that's
today.
an oldie. Rock Hudson too. Yeah, a bunch of them. Yeah, like today's standard, everyone just goes right over. The old time,
Brokeback Mountain did kind of take.
Did you watch it? I've never seen it.
Actually, I did, and I watched it, and it was effing sad, man. I got into it. I don't, I wasn't into the story and all the love story part of it and shit.
Right.
Not the
Are
sex
you
on the
allowed to
mountain.
say
Okay, I'm
sad?
talking the actual sad,
Story.
man.
Yeah.
Sad.
I never
I've
watched
never
it.
watched it. I
But
never
my,
watched it.
All
but my,
right,
but
Tom.
my ex-missus used to put post-it notes on my hunting rifles.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing that for? Don't worry, you don't need to know.
Oh my God, yeah.
Rock Hudson. Yeah, that was
No,
another
really,
one that I
it-
liked. That movie, now The Rock, with what was Sean Connery?
John Connery and
And
yeah.
what's his name?
Was Nick Cage in that one?
Yeah, Cage.
Yes,
I
yeah,
liked
Nick-
that movie. I thought that movie was excellent. I
Was,
thought it was a good movie.
Nolte in that, or
Rock.
no? It was someone else. Another.
No, it's Nick.
Oh, Ed Harris.
Ed Harris. Yeah. He's
Excellent
a go-to
movie.
actor too.
Excellent,
Piece of
excellent,
rock, yeah.
excellent movie. I got that. That reminded me with Joe saying getting a piece of the rock. Yeah, I don't know. It's amazing.
Is there an answer to that though, Joe? Really about the Duke walking the way he does? Is there...
All right.
And
all
don't
right.
say that to my buddy
It's good
Kenny.
now.
My
Put
buddy
the
Kenny
answer
would
up.
kill you just for uttering those words. He'd slit your throat. I never wanted to see Brokeback. I still to this day I don't have an inkling to want to see it. Just me.
I'm totally secure with my masculinity or my femininity. I don't give a shit. You
I
know what
must not be. Obviously, I must not be.
Because you might get aroused. That's you're afraid to watch it, Dave. We should watch it together, Dave. Just you and me one night.
Hold hands.
I know there's a way that'll never happen. Yeah, we'll watch it at my house in Surin. Come on.
Yeah,
It'll never happen.
that's good.
So,
that's good.
You're
right.
Matching undies.
What a day.
Take
Who'd have
your
thought we'd
stress
got
pill,
on
Dave.
movies
Take
for
your
that?
stress pill.
And it's been almost 2 hours. American Graffiti. Yeah, Tom.
American Graffiti. Yeah, man.
Good one. Yeah.
All-star
was all-
cast too.
And it was all from Southern California. That was where I grew up. Van Nuys Boulevard, cruising Van Nuys
Harrison
Boulevard.
Ford,
It was-
Ron Howard,
everything
Dreyfuss,
came out of that. Question.
Cindy
What did
Williams. See,
Liberace
a lot of people people work together over and over again. You know, Suzanne Summers, of course, and that little T-Bird.
Yeah.
55 or
that?
56.
That's a-
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I have to see it again.
Has
I
anyone
watched it in a while.
heard of the database? Like Internet Movie Database, IMDb. You've heard of that.
IMDb,
But have you
yep.
heard of the car one? Internet Car Movie Database, Internet Gun Movie Database.
No,
You
I
can
haven't
find
heard
out
of
some
that.
pretty cool stuff. You type in the movie and say, "Man, what kind of car was that?" or "What kind of motorcycle was that?" And
Oh,
if I'm
really?
kind of bored with the movie, I'll pause the movie and say, "I know that was a
I saw-
Beretta."
I saw something on the Wolfman, and I didn't realize that he died so long ago.
Oh,
it was a
Wolfman
long
Jack?
time ago. Yeah, it was
Oh,
a long
yeah,
time
yeah.
ago. I didn't realize it, but that brings back big time with me. I mean, we used to go to Van Nuys Boulevard. And when the cops finally shut down Van Nuys Boulevard, it was horrible.
Was it just getting too many
But
what?
it was going too slow, man. It was
Cruising and
like
causing-
I got exhibition of speed, and
Fear and Loathing,
doing wheelies
Yep.
and stuff. But,
Smoking the Bandit,
yeah, that's a good one too.
Breaker. We got a long
Fear
way to
and-
go and a short time to get
Fear
there.
and
guys.
Loathing in Las Vegas.
Remember Sally Fields? I had a crush on her back then.
You know, somebody showed
Cannonball Run.
she went to high school in the San Fernando Valley. Sally
Really?
Fields. Somebody just
Gene
showed on
Autry, Roy
Facebook a
Rogers.
picture
Yeah.
of her 12th grade senior picture from El Camino or one of the high schools in the San Fernando Valley. A lot of people came out of there. God, a lot of actors.
Annette Funicello.
Annette Funicello,
Oh yeah, Annette Funicello. Who was the?
Gene
She was
Autry.
in a lot of movies with the singer guy. young, dark-haired
Avalon.
50s. Frankie
Frankie
Avalon.
Avalon.
Oh, Frankie
Yeah,
Avalon, yeah.
Yeah. They did a lot of movies together. There was a
They
lot
did
of people. I'm trying to think who
a lot of
was.
beach movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Those
the
were
beach
fun.
movies.
They could
Yeah, they
just
were.
crank them out. The studios could just crank them out. Had the same stable of actors.
Yeah, and then when Elvis Presley came out, Blue Hawaii, all the ones he
Yeah.
did back, those were all fun movies. They were fun to watch.
Jailhouse Rock, and
Yeah,
they
all good stuff.
promoted songs and everything at the same time. And
Yeah, yeah, Mickey Mouse
Yeah.
Club. It was interesting stuff.
Elvis Presley actually kept the panties that my mom threw him years ago on the stage. Yeah. Mickey
Like-
Mouse Club. Oh yeah, that's right.
That's
Lucy
where they all
Liu.
came from.
Lucy Liu, really? God, Farrah
first
Fawcett,
one.
that one poster of her in that red suit.
I don't know who mine was.
I don't know. I
You know who mine was? The one from Bewitched? What was her? Was it Honey?
Elizabeth.
What was the name of that show? Honey West. Honey West with the gal that had the little dimple or the mole or whatever the hell on her. Honey West. She was
Dawn. What was that?
Honey West, and then what's her name from? I think, or I Dream of Jeannie. What's her name?
Oh,
that was
Barbara
yeah.
Eden.
Barbara Eden was.
Barbara Eden. Oh yeah.
But look up Honey West. You'll see what I'm talking about if you remember. her
Honey
or
who?
not. They had Honey West was the name of the show. It was back in the 60s,
Honey West.
70s. Whatever.
Wow, it's just not ringing a bell. American drama series.
Well, there's a poster that takes me back.
Oh,
to
Anne
my
Francis.
childhood.
Anne Francis. Yeah.
Holy
Did
smokes.
you ever remember the poster for the girl that used to advertise drum, your tobacco? That takes me back to about a 13, 14-year-old kid. When you could advertise
God,
tobacco.
I don't.
You'd have to
don't.
Google search it.
Those were my two crushes. Was Barbara Eden and Honey West. She was. I was like, wow. That and of course
Yeah.
the usual. What was the one thing? Then the Olympic ones. The gals, the ice skaters and stuff that I remember. Net Funicello.
Who you say the? What did you say? What about ice? What?
I forget what the name. There was a couple of ice skating years and years ago gals that I thought were hot.
Oh, like Katrina Witt.
I don't remember the names.
You're talking like in the Olympics, right?
Yeah, the Olympic.
Katarina.
Yeah, there was a
Witt.
couple of
Witt.
Yeah, there was a
Ariana
couple of
Grande.
them, and the gymnastic. Some of the gymnastic gals were.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah, Daisy.
Honey
Duke.
West.
Honey
What was the
West.
other one I was looking up? I
Tommy,
got?
And Net
absolutely.
Funicello
Oh, yeah,
also
smart.
had
Barbara
died from
Eden,
MS.
yeah.
Really,
Was,
I didn't know that. Traveler.
No, the original Get Smart.
Barbara Eden.
Barbara Feldon, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it?
Feldon.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was. She was on that too. That was
Barbie
the remake
Feldon.
of it. Yeah.
I kind of liked her
Aiden
too.
was-
Kind of had a crush on Barbie.
Margaret
You
Houlihan.
liked her?
Agent 99.
Yeah. The Cone of Silence.
Oh, Jamie Curtis. Jamie Lee.
movie.
Curtis.
Vikings, great movie.
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis, man. When you seen her when she's young, she was stunning. Her body was outstanding.
Oh, Trading Places on when she changed in front of
Outstanding,
Dan
man.
Aykroyd.
Yeah, outstanding
Holy
body on her. man.
smokes.
She
She
was.
was smoking hot.
She could breathe
Bam.
underwater for a long time. That woman.
Curvaceous.
Yeah,
Ah.
she was stunning, man. And another one
Of
that
course,
really
Eddie
a
Murphy
lot of
was
people
freaking
didn't really
hilarious in that.
realize that had an outstanding body was
Heath
Lucille
Ledger in
Ball.
Brokeback Mountain.
Lucille Ball. Lucille Ball had an outstanding body. She was for an old grab. Charlie's Angels.
I just had to do that. Yeah, the original. Are you getting ready to throw up?
All right. It's been 2 hours and 4
So
minutes.
what? Let's keep going, Dave. What are we gonna do? Nothing.
I'm going to eat rice soup that I was supposed to have 2 hours ago. Jack, hey, how you doing,
Hey,
Jack?
Jack.
We
We got to
talking.
do a
We're
whole
just sitting here
recap for
talking
Jack
movie.
of what we've been talking about.
Had to bring him up to speed on what's going on. I don't know where my wife went.
That's funny, man. I got a whole list now of movies that I'm gonna watch because the
A
rainy
lot of good
season
movies
is
down
here officially.
Mad Max. There you are. Watch the Mad
And
Max series.
I have to agree with that one too. Anne Margaret was smoking too.
Yeah. Got to see her on
My
a nice
first time.
poster in Shawshank
Yeah,
Redemption.
what was that movie she was in with Elvis Presley? Was it Viva Las Vegas or one of them? She was
Good question.
she was dancing in that. She was
Oh.
smoking. No doubt, no doubt. MFA, yeah, I Dream of Jeannie. Barbara Eden, man. She was one of mine.
3,000 Miles to Las Vegas was a good one. A lot of Elvis in that one.
Yeah. Yeah. That was when they were jumping out of the plane? Is that the one?
Yeah, Costner and
Yeah.
all those people.
Oh, now
Pow
Rat
Pow
Patrol
tonight.
was Rat Patrol was a good. If you're gonna go to TV shows, and you got Hogan's Heroes.
Who watched F
all
Troop?
of them, man.
Yeah,
I watched
yeah,
F
I
Troop.
remember watching
I
a
watched
little
F Troop.
bit of F Troop.
Yeah.
My old boss, we used to talk about the F Troop being our crew.
There you go.
Oh my God, we got the F Troop. F Troop.
Yeah, we probably will, Aaron. For a little while, anyway. Yeah, Gilligan's Islands. I mean, there's so many of them, man. It's just
Ginger.
that I watched when I was a kid. I watched all the Star Trek Voyager and all that crap too. But the
Hey,
early
Tommy's
stuff-
in the Philippines. Wow. Right on.
Hey, Tommy. Yeah, what was the? God, what was the one? Half Gun Will Travel.
Have Gun Will
Remember?
Travel.
Travel.
It's a
What was
savage
the other one?
land. And the actor. Oh God, what's his name?
Oh God, I'm horrible. Man. And who was the other one with the Winchester and the son, and then the father had the Winchester, the
Rifleman.
rifleman. Yeah, that one. I watched a
With
lot of Car 54. Where
Chuck
are
something?
you? God, so many.
Chuck Connors was the
Fred
rifleman, and the
Yeah, Chuck Connors. Yeah, that's right.
what was the other one we were talking about? You just mentioned.
What was Car 54? Where are you? Was one of the ones I watched too.
Oh, Have Gun Will
Andy
Travel.
Griffin. I watched
Richard
Andy
something
Griffin.
or
What was it?
I'm trying to remember the guy's name.
In which
The,
one?
the main guy, Richard Boone. That's it, Richard Boone.
Boone. Yeah, that's him. Yep.
Guns of Will Sonnet. Yeah.
Yeah, God, so many shows, and you can still watch them. I mean, all you got to do, you can find them on the internet. You can watch whatever you wanted. Hey,
Jays, how we doing?
How you doing, man?
We're talking about movies right now.
We
And
went on a
TV
movie
series.
kick. What you can watch in Thailand, so now it's Thailand related, so more people will watch.
The Town. It's a good Thai movie. Called The Town. Look it up.
There's another one.
Great movie.
And then the ones we
Thai
were
movie.
talking about too. I Dream of Jeannie. I watched that one. I watched
Cisco Kid.
Bewitched, and
High Noon.
a lot of them.
The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance.
The Rebalance, yeah.
He shot Liberty Valance.
God, look at the all-star cast in that
Cisco
one,
Kid
huh?
too. Raccoon.
Jack Palance,
Support your
Fonda.
local sheriff. That was good too.
John
Yeah.
Wayne. I can't remember the lady.
Mitch, how long have you stayed in Thailand now? And you
Help
stayed
me out with the
long
visa,
enough
guy.
on
Am
the
I on an
visa?
O? I'm on a retirement visa that I got here, so I think that's an O,
Oh, visa. Yeah.
type O. I'm coming on. Let's see, August 13th.
Been over a
Friday
year
the
now,
13th.
right?
No, Friday the 13th. I landed in Phuket. Friday
In
the
August?
13th.
In August.
Yeah, August last year. So
Almost a year.
almost
Wow.
a year.
Time flies
It
when
totally
you're having
goes
fun.
quick. So, but that visa won't. I got it in like September. So, September my 1-year visa will be ready to renew. Awesome, Jay.
Yeah, doing great. Looking
Abe
forward to
Pagoda's
being live
fish
again.
and chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Chips. God, so many of them.
Fish, was that
Welcome Back, Carter. No,
that Barney Miller?
Welcome Back, Carter was another one. Yeah. What did you say it was?
I'm thinking
It
Barney.
was the police.
What the
Barney
hell was
Miller?
it? Fish.
Barney Miller.
God dang, I'm trying to remember.
He was the cop, right?
Of course, Abe
Yeah.
Vigoda was in The Godfather too, guys. Remember that?
Yeah. Andy Griffin. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's just so many.
These guys get.
But yeah, what was the one? Welcome Back, Carter was John Travolta, right?
Cotter. Welcome back,
Welcome
Cotter.
back, Cotter.
Welcome Back, Carter.
No, he was
Cotter.
no. Was it Welcome Back?
Carter.
Oh yeah, he was the kid. Yeah.
Carter. Welcome Back,
He was,
Carter.
he was Vinny Babalino.
You know, yeah.
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 And after seeing that, and then some of the stuff that he did, another one that thoroughly amazed me, that the guy could act, man. And then you see him in Battle, what was it? The Battle, whatever it was with Travolta.
Battlefield
And then other
Earth.
stuff. What was that movie that I really liked was Face Off, where they changed
Face Off.
faces with, what's his name? Good movie, too. God, so many. Hill Street Blues, yeah.
Yeah, Nick Cage and
Barney Miller, yeah, that was it. Barney Miller was the spin-off show.
and John Travolta, I think, face
Andy
off.
Griffith Show.
Carter. Welcome back, Carter.
Yeah, we saw that, Jack. It is sad. Sad.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know, it's kind of scary. You know, I mean, Japan, pretty peaceful, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Nick
America,
Cage,
we're kind of used to seeing people getting shot every other day or every day on the news, literally. Horseshack, yeah. But
Yeah,
that's kind
except
of interesting. The pulse of society.
Yeah, Face
No,
Off.
what movie would that be, Ron John?
What?
The latest Elvis movie.
Elvis movie.
Oh, it's a
Oh, he
documentary.
means the movie about Elvis.
Documentary.
Really?
Life.
Apparently, it's pretty good.
Please,
Done
Yeah,
by
Jack,
you
you got
bet.
that right.
You bet, Jack.
Baz Luhrmann, Australian director.
Live life to the max. No doubt. No doubt.
Oh, we forgot
And have fun on
the,
YouTube.
Life is
Lone
short.
Ranger. Must mention the Lone Ranger.
Yeah. And not the Johnny Depp one. Sorry. Just me.
No.
Oh, yeah, what was that one, too? That just sparked some.
For me, Johnny
Edward
Depp's best role
Scissorhands.
was in Platoon. I really love that movie and his character in that. And he's done
Well, I
a
watched-
lot of good stuff, but he's
I
done some real
watched City
stupid
of
stuff.
Lies last night with Johnny Depp.
Of course,
Did you
Edward
want to come on,
Scissorhands.
Aaron, or are you just waiting? Let
City
me
of
know.
Lies. He was in.
Yeah, which was about
Let me know,
the
Aaron.
what is it, Tupac murders back in 1997 about
Life's a bitch.
East Coast
A beach.
rappers versus West Coast rappers, and there was a big.
Oh,
Life's
yeah,
too
yeah,
short
yeah,
is
yeah.
one thing I know, John. Life's too
Life's a
short.
beach.
Need to enjoy it now. But what was the other one that? God, I'm trying to think.
I gotta check that documentary
Apocalypse
out.
Now. Apocalypse Now. I enjoyed that movie.
Apocalypse
I love
Now.
that.
Yeah.
The horror.
Oh,
The horror.
Was that
Drop
the
the
one where
bomb.
I love the
Napalm
smell of napalm in the morning.
in the morning.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Yeah,
The ride of
Like
the
he's wanting to
Elvis.
surf and everything. Ah.
I really
What
like.
a hell of a break. You just gonna watch.
I
that?
did too, and I think
Yeah,
they're
yeah, it's
making the
sad.
sequel
Jay,
soon,
it's
right?
sad.
There is
Yeah.
going to be a sequel to Avatar? I
Yep.
think it's going to be out within the next year or something. I'm guessing.
Yeah, so let's
Maybe
everybody
soon.
try to find where we can
I
watch
like-
it for free.
Yeah,
Someone was
I
asking
like
about that
Avatar.
earlier in the chat.
I like Avatar, man.
I'll get my mate.
I still watch it to this day.
I love Platoon.
Chris
I saw
might
it
be
in
able to
Germany
tell
when
us.
I was in the
Yeah,
army.
Platoon was good.
At German theater, the Kino. That was a good flick, man.
All right, Tommy,
Really
take it
interesting.
easy.
Tommy?
Big question.
There's an old.
Shit.
old
I was
I
laying
tried to
on-
watch
I was-
Waterworld the other day. I couldn't make it
Oh,
through
yeah.
it.
I was
Couldn't make it through it.
low battery. Ron, I was laying in bed last night and told my wife, today Friday? She said, yeah. I said, it's like 8 o'clock, right? Yeah. So we missed the appointment again. So next week, I guess, or if I'm here, if I'm not in,
God, Dave.
if I'm not gone. Man, I just
Oh yeah,
can't.
Val Kilmer was in that. Island of Dr. Moreau. And
Mm.
who else? I don't remember.
Heat.
Who was the
Current
damn
movie.
doctor?
Yeah, excellent movie, Heat.
Or was it?
Excellent movie. You ever
Yeah,
see that, Mitch?
we mentioned that earlier.
Excellent
That
movie.
was great. Love
Yeah,
that
that's
movie.
a good movie.
You
Excellent.
gotta just be able to walk away. You gotta be able to walk away. And I feel that way
All right,
about
Traveler.
Thailand too.
Have a good night.
And relationships I'm referring to. Just
My
walk
wife's
away.
cleaning everything. I could smell cleaning fluid.
See you, traveler. Happy Days
Yeah, I
of
don't know if I
Fonz, and
still have
then
that
he
one.
jumped the shark. Remember that?
Movie Box Pro, best app for free movies. Yeah, I think I still got that, but the other one, I don't have anymore, right, Tom? I don't remember it. It doesn't come in, and the numbers on there, I haven't been able to use it for months. Not that I watch it all the time. I got it basically from NASCAR, but I never watched one NASCAR race. I'm horrible. Gladiator was excellent too, Joe. I agree.
Yeah, my
Hey,
old
Jim,
boss, a couple of bosses ago, still has my
here's a
DVD. I'm
new
pissed at that.
person from Thailand.
Oh,
Ah,
Marlon
look at him.
Brando. That's right. There you
He's
go.
just a regular in Thailand now. Jim Miller. How you doing?
Fargo. Love Fargo. That was
Hey
a good
guys,
movie.
just found
Yeah,
y'all.
great.
We're headed on our first trip to Thailand dentist. Yeah, there you go. Got to hit the dentist when you get here in Thailand. Jim and just got here. When did you get here? 2 days ago? 3 days ago?
Awesome, Jim.
Yeah, Fargo for sure is a good movie.
Bonanza. Yep. Ponderosa.
Didn't
Little
mean-
Joe.
And somebody
Hawk.
mentioned the Deadwood series. That was good.
Deadwood. Love that. God,
Yeah,
I wish
good
they hadn't
movie.
canceled that.
I
Yeah,
just
it
watched
sort of
that
stopped in the
too.
middle of nowhere.
I never. That was the one that was an HBO deal, right? Or one of
Yes.
those.
Yeah.
Somebody gave me the same person that gave me the Yellowstone heads
Gunsmoke.
up.
Yeah.
Gave me that one. I watched them all at the same time, or back to back.
Gave me
Exactly.
new respect for 300 kilo pigs.
Sent you a message.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll look for it. Let me look and see before my phone goes dead. John. Let's see. I'm guessing I know what it's about. Oh, no wonder. I'm looking on the wrong phone. Wondering why it isn't there. I only have it on one line on this phone, which the battery's
Oh
almost
wow,
dead on this.
10:30 almost. Yeah, I got to get running.
Yeah, I think I'm going to end it anyway. Wow,
You've
there's
done-
30
you're
people
heading
in.
down to the Wombat Meet.
How did the 30 people jump up to 30
No, not
people?
today.
Let's see.
Not today. Just domestic stuff, domestic errands. I could do
Well,
it
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I
I
could do
could
that.
do it Monday. Nothing
think.
really. The hours
Well,
are the same no matter what.
hopefully I'll see you in person this time next week.
I believe that should happen.
That's right, huh?
If not, remember I enjoyed your company and look both ways before you cross the street, because I may not be here.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, he could be in Surin.
Yeah, that's right.
Michelin star Thailand
Hiding.
street food. I'll tell you what, Jack. There's some good stuff out there,
He's a
and
funny
Bangkok
fella.
especially.
Uh,
Sea Hunt, Lloyd Bridges. Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to
good.
get. Yeah, what I was reading the Sea Hunt. Yeah, good ones. Who's the lady that makes the crab omelet thingy? Oh my God, that old lady that wears the goggles in Bangkok. You know what I'm talking about?
uh-uh.
No.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You know, I was more into... I watched Star Wars, but I was more into Star Trek. You think, look at me and look at I'm a Trekkie. But I only liked a few. I mean, I didn't like them all. I'm going to what? Going to
God, dang
Phuket
it.
this September with my family.
What
I'm
is
going
her
to explore
name?
some family time. Cool. I like Phuket. Mitch was there for quite a while when he first came in. Ended up staying longer, twice as long as you needed to, right? Or more than twice as long. Mitch did.
Yeah, I stayed 5 weeks in Phuket.
I was last in Phuket July, just before the tsunami.
Wow.
J5 is who I'm thinking of. I want to go eat there before she's no longer with us, because she is old, you know.
You're going to go check it out?
Yeah.
Phuket Sea is much cleaner than Singapore Sea. I like Phuket. A lot of people don't, but I do. I could spend... I want to go back. I will go back. I wish I could go on my Forza, but I don't think she's going to
Yeah,
let
J5.
me.
Man.
That's the one.
Yeah,
What does she make? Crab
Food.
something or other? Food?
Yeah, it's just, she is hands-on, man. I just posted a link to a video.
Really in
There's so
December.
many good places to eat. It's just off the charts, really.
Is that the one that Russell Crowe went to see when he was here at the start of the year? She a Michelin star or something, and Russell Crowe
Yes,
went and hung out with her. Yeah.
yes.
I didn't know that.
You know, speaking of Russell Crowe, came pretty close to meeting him
I
because
know he was calling you, wasn't he?
he wasn't calling me. I was at the Wombat.
Yeah, I was
When
there
he-
with you.
Yeah, oh yeah, remember that was.
Yeah.
And me, because I'm always full of shit, right? Steve was talking to his buddy.
That's right.
Sorry, forgive me, I forget his name. And talking about, oh yeah, Russell Crowe, blah blah. And then I
And
said, I
Steve
walked
says,
by,
"Oh,
walked through the middle of them, and I says, oh yeah, had dinner with Russell last night. I just said that, yanking their chain.
That's
They said, oh yeah, he's a nice bloke, isn't he? God, love him. And I was like, well, that didn't get the reaction I thought. What the
yeah.
hell?
I'll just ring him now.
Yeah, turns out they went to school together. And I said, you're so full. I'll ring him. And he rang him, and Russell Crowe answered the frickin' phone. Yo, man, you got to come down and see us. He said, I'll try to get down there. I'm busy, I'll try to get there. And I was like, fuck, I'm going to sit in the corner and nurse my beer with ice.
Thai
Crazy, huh?
Airways, was it? Thai Airways.
Yeah.
And what did you have to do? Anything, Mark?
No,
Hey, TT.
Nothing, right?
TT.
Just have to show you're vaccinated, right?
yeah,
Great
yeah.
stream last night,
Just
TT.
Piece
Fantastic.
of paper, or it's on my phone. So that's all I have to
Club
show.
VIP, you got to go there.
Hey, TT.
That was fun.
My only claim to fame is spending an afternoon drinking with Graham Kennedy in Phuket. He was making the movie The Killing Fields.
That's good.
Ah.
Bad
Oh, wow.
claim to fame.
Good movie there, too.
Yeah. Yes.
Of course,
excellent.
my
And
claim to fame
educational.
my claim to fame was being on one of James Casino's live streams. So
No, the first time, I remember the first
And
time
I-
that Mark was here, you went with Mitch, and you guys went up, and everybody was there. Nick Dean and all these people, and I remember Mark going, "Oh my
Lucas.
God, I never
Lucas.
seen so many people and all the YouTubers in one place." I'm going, "Wow."
We rolled up on the pub, Mark and
Yeah.
I.
Everybody
It
was
was a
there.
Wednesday, and Brian was
Everybody
having
was
his Wednesday meetup, and we just said, yeah, let's just go there. Okay, so we parked on Walking Street, and
Lucas, Phil,
man, it sure is
Brian.
busy today. When it was we were lockdowns and curfews and shit, and people were rolling out the front, and it was like, oh wait, Brian's having his Wednesday meetup.
Yeah.
That was quite a day, wasn't it, Mark?
Yeah, it was quite a day.
Great
It was.
bunch of
Yeah,
guys.
everybody seemed like they had fun.
Yeah.
That was the best thing. I don't know. I was just talking. Who was I talking to again about YouTube and the
Yeah,
couple
Lucas
of
was at the last
idiots that
meetup,
are
too.
out there. All the people that I've met from here far outweigh me ever thinking about ever being away, unless I'm miserable. But it just, I mean, the people that I met here have just been awesome. And then
That
like
counts,
I said, the
Jay.
people
That
I met
counts.
from-
Sharon Stone's mom, big time.
Sharon Stone's mom.
I used
No,
to
you
do
should-
volunteer
you should-
work for the Enological Society in Seattle, and I got to rub shoulders with a bunch of people
Shit,
because
my
they were,
battery's down.
auctioning and donating money, lots of money. So lots of highfalutin rich people. It was kind of fun, Some of them are quite nice.
Only met a few.
Amber Heard's dog and pet. Yeah.
I'm here.
I saw a turd that looked like Amber Heard's.
I'm
just
here in the
yesterday.
local. I'm here in the local laundromat's got a similar claim to fame, but it wasn't the dog. I met Andrew Heard's. I'll let you fill in the blanks.
Hey, in the trailer for A Star Is Born, the newer one, our
with
friend
Andy
Jeffrey
Gargan.
Peterson is in that trailer, plain as day.
Ah,
Who is
Yeah.
this? Who?
Jeffrey Peterson, I'm a pimp in paradise. You know Jeffrey Peterson.
Yeah.
Titastic knows Jeffrey. Yeah, he's in the
Says
trailer.
the
for that.
venue last night will be put on Google Maps later today.
I got a screenshot of it. I'll show you.
And if you guys aren't
Not
subscribed to Titastic, subscribe to his channel.
Yeah, last night was a fun stream. But TT is always seeking out new life and new bars in our civilization. He boldly
dead.
goes. I mean, seriously.
No, man,
He, yeah, that was a good one. A neighbor was Queen Latifah. Man, show that. Man, that was cool. Really.
I'm going back and forth. I'm clicking like crazy. Barbara Streisand. Wow, Raymond.
Wow.
My closest one was people I worked for, and then the people my cousin worked for, which would have been Mark Harmon, and he's a stand-up guy. I like him a lot. Good dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of stand-up Hollywood people, you know.
He was great with my cousin.
Tom.
He was just you wouldn't
The trailer
know.
for the movie A Star Is Born, the newer one, the one with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. That one.
I like
About
that.
two
movie.
minute.
I like it a lot.
If you watch
like that
if you
movie.
watch that trailer, there's a part in there. I don't know what part at the timeline, but Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga are sitting at the bar. He's facing the camera, and you can kind of see her shoulder or whatever, and you can see Jeffrey Peterson right there. GP, Jeffrey with a G, yeah. Yeah. Rompo Beer Complex, yes indeed. Top of Soy 7 across 2nd Road there, and John
Was that where you were?
No,
You were
TT
there?
was.
I've
been there. I've been there, yeah.
I'm sad. I
I've
gotta
eaten
start staying
there
up later.
too. I mean, there's lots of food
It's after
stuff
9.
around
If
there.
something happens after 9 p.m., I don't know what's going on. I'm asleep.
Just
I'm horrible.
sleep in, Dave. Sleep in.
I know. That's what I got to do. I just got to.
It's
When I
cooler
wake
at
up,
night.
I just got to go back to sleep. Crazy. I got to do it. I feel like I'm left out.
Well, I'm bringing 2 newbies with me next Friday.
Two newbies.
Oh,
Newbies, never been
Newbies.
to Thailand, never
He's
been
bringing
to
two.
Thailand.
Cool.
Oh boy.
Mm.
Just school them best you can, and hope they don't blame you later. My sister and her ex blamed me for what he did here.
Yeah.
First 24 hours with me, I took him to the Tahitian Queen on Beach Road, the original old time bar. And I'm sitting there. I had schooled him. I thought I had schooled him. And after about a half hour, 40 minutes, sitting there talking to Jester, one of the managers, and I turned around and, hey, where'd Gary go? Oh, I don't know. He's short time to lady. I'm staying at the same hotel with my sister and shit. I'm like, what the? Oh my God, really, dude? I didn't want to know that. You know what I mean? He's married to her now.
Wow.
It's my fault.
Yeah. How long has that been though? That's a long time, right?
Yeah. They
so,
made
hey,
it, but
he was meant to be with someone else. Just the way it goes sometimes.
Stephen
If I
King.
could pronounce
Wow,
this
cool.
stuff, I would read it, Jack. But some chit noodle soup and otao bang
Wow.
noi and go ang seafood. I don't know. Did I get it close?
Hello, Cherie. Nice to see you this morning.
Hey,
Another
Cherie.
channel to watch, guys.
Yeah, if you guys aren't subscribed to Cherie's channel, by all means, please subscribe.
Sure, he must be bored if she's found this
man.
channel to watch.
Either that or Titastic has a gun to her head. Says,
I may have to change my plans today because of what
let's see,
TT
play
just
Ireland
posted on
today.
there about who's
205
playing.
The All Blacks.
Australia versus England. Australia versus England. Who's going to win that? Mark. And
I'll take the 5th because I'm
No.
American.
Yeah, and I'll take the 5th as well because it's north of the border. So I don't know what goes on up there when they throw footballs behind them. It should be moving forward, not behind. I don't know. I've never understood.
Just back from buying the tickets to what? What did I miss? Did I miss something, Sherry? But yeah, if you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe.
But I will try to find Steve a all black shirt. I know they sell
There's
them
the
here
link.
in Melbourne too.
Let's
So.
just drop the link. She said Swaddy Ka. What did I miss? I might have missed something.
Swaddy
I have a
Ka.
tendency to do that. Miss stuff. What is he asking? Titasker, the box is working.
Sabadi May, Shari.
Sherry Travels. Hello. Everybody's saying hello. Good to see. Glad that's the first time. I think that she had tried to in the past, if I'm wrong. Didn't she try once a long time ago, Mitch, and said she couldn't get on, or did Mitch leave?
No,
And
he's
she's
still muted himself.
No, I'm here. I'm just doing a Google search.
Wasn't-
I didn't want you to be looking at my nostrils. You know, like, oh, yeah, can't see.
Didn't she try to come on in the past and said she couldn't get on, right? She was having technical difficulties months and months ago. Cherie.
She was just being polite, Dave. She didn't want to be rude. She's like, I ain't coming on your frickin' show.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
No, I think you actually are talking about coming on the panel.
No, just coming onto the show. Just coming into the chat. She had problems with, if I remember right. I know it was a long time ago. I think it was right after the time you tried to stalk her on the beach when you first got here.
I scared the crap out of her.
Yeah, you did.
Sorry about that.
I thought it was funny.
I was talking to Dave on the phone. I probably told this story already, but we're yakking like we do pretty much every day. And then Cherie's live, and I went, oh, hell, I could be there in 10 minutes. He said, you should go, man. You should go. I said, nah, no, really. And I was like, yeah, what the hell? So plug it into Google Maps. I'm cruising down the road, and Google Maps got all screwed up. I think it was my fat fingers. And so then Dave is homing me in. I'm talking to Dave on the phone. He's saying, yeah, you got to go up and you got to, because she's moving down the beach, right? She's moving down. She's here now. And I get there. I'm looking at the live stream, and I'm going, God dang it, man, I'm here. This is like
laughing.
Dongton Beach by the Sands Cafe, literally at the bottom of Soy 5 right there. And I was like, God dang it, man. She's right here, man. She's right here. And there was a food.
She's on top of you. She's on top of you.
There was a food cart. There was me. There was a food cart, and there was Cherie.
And
I
the other
moved
side.
my 2 feet, and I went, oh, shit, there she is, like that. And I went up and said hi, and she's like, her gimbals in her face, like, oh, my God, I have not. This is out of context. You know, I am not expecting you.
It was pretty funny. But I think that after that she tried, and it didn't work. Something with, I don't know, with her phone or something. I think Titastic probably fixed it. Obviously, she's here.
Well, if you need any kind of help, well, TT knows his shit. I'll tell you what. Social media, techie, YouTubey, whatever, TripAdvisor, Google. He's pretty dang savvy, and helps a lot of people that we know, but you don't know about it. But he helps a lot of people.
Well, I got a question for TT. Does Steve just want any old All Blacks memorabilia, or does he looking for something period? Because there's a.
I'll have to watch the video again, but I think anything would work at this point.
Yeah, because there's sports shops here, and they
if you
sell
get something from the what was in the 80s or something, the late 70s, 80s, whatever.
Well, this
That'd
is
be cool.
this has all been new stuff. This is all new stuff. So
Yeah, well, shit, bring some new stuff in.
yeah.
What do they want it for? The bar?
Anything new? All right, I'll find something.
Anything New Zealand, man.
Yeah.
Oh, he just wants to hang up in the bar?
I'll get him some fush and
Take
some
care,
chop.
Ron.
Fish and chips.
Fush and chops.
Great trivia.
See you, Ron.
See you later. Take it easy, Ron.
We're just a bunch of old guys, Mark being the youngest, trying
Yeah,
to
now
see what
poor-
we can remember.
And now poor Cherie has to look at God. They're a
Lucky
bunch of
Strikes and
old-
Camels,
Why did Titastic have me come here? They're a bunch of old guys.
hanging
What are all
up
these
the
old
phone,
guys doing?
hanging it up.
But if you guys aren't, like I said, she's got
make a phone call.
she's got a good channel. She's trying to get some motion on and movement, and So you guys would enjoy it if you do subscribe. It'll be
I
be a good thing.
remember when TT used to do his early morning, midnight,
Yeah, on the bike. Me too.
streams or the buffets, right? Go to that one buffet. I forget where. Probably near Soy Bucao somewhere, but there was a 99 baht deal. And you just hang out. Remember those days? And then go cruise around on the motorbike.
He
We got
doesn't
to
do
do
the
that,
morning
TT.
things
We got to
anymore,
do that.
right? Why did
Because
you
when
stop
I don't
those?
sleep, I'd rather be out on the bike.
Yeah. He used to be out there at like 4:00 in the morning, right?
Yeah, I love that shit.
Yeah,
Love that.
yeah.
I'll do
Me
it.
too.
I'll do it with you.
I think he would. What was it? I don't know why he stopped.
and-
I think I asked him once, how come you're not
And then,
doing this anymore?
if we're out there like 4:00 riding around on the bike, and then at like 5:00 we can come in and invade James'
Good night,
stream
John.
when he's out exercising on the beach.
Question.
Soy
What
Bucao
is
like
the
I did today.
combined total
You
age?
guys ought to do a meetup at that
Too
little
much,
bar
Jack.
TT found.
I'm
Remember the
65.
little bar
So.
TT found that one person and it's full? Do a group meetup there.
Now I'm trying to help Sheree get a sponsor to help grow the channel. Mitchell sponsor, I think. Here's a new subscriber. You got Joe. Joe's a good one to have, Sheree. Joe's a good guy.
I have a company credit card now.
Jay East
There you
sub to
go.
you.
Yeah. How do you expense that out?
So, all right. So I'm 65. Brock's 84. Mitch is 50. And Mark, I'm
My
gonna be
IQ
nice.
is 60,
Mark's
yeah.
52. So yeah, it's well over a couple hundred anyway. Too many.
You can add pretty quick.
Actually, Brock looks
84.
better than me, and Brock's what, 10 years older than me? No, not 10 years.
69.
69. So not that much.
69 lemon chicken.
That's right. You're in
Yeah.
that. Now, what are you going to do? Are you going to get insurance here in Thailand, or you're not going to worry about it?
Me?
Brock,
Insurance.
yeah, for when you're here. What are you covered by when you're here? Lives or no?
I'm not covered, but I'm not going to buy that stupid insurance that you had to buy before.
No, I'm talking about just to cover
Oh,
yourself.
that one insurance
while you're
isn't a
here.
requirement anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think
The
so.
one for the sea. Thanks,
I'm
Joe.
covered
Oh,
by
Jack's
Visa
young.
card.
You know, when I first put that up, it took like 2 days for the music, the background music, to come on there. Isn't that weird? I thought it wasn't on there, and then I watched it last night after someone made a comment. I was like, there was like great soundtrack or whatever, reminded them of some yoga thing or something. I thought that was pretty funny.
Sub. There you go. And Tom sub to you, and Jay East. Yeah, so you get a couple, Sherry.
Up to you
Sherry.
sponsorship.
Sherry.
Yeah, we used to do. We had a line item in our expense sheet. We called it crane oil, right? Because the office manager that did the tallies on the book on our jobs, crane oil. That was, we bought another subcontractor or a tradesman or something a bottle of booze to do us a favor. Like one of our guys pokes a hole in the wall or screws up the paint or the whatever, and we're punch listing, and it's like, oh my God, can you fix that? Man, it's going to cost you. How about a bottle of Jack Damage or whatever? And so we would expense that as crane oil. So we had a line item on crane oil. Oh, just crane oil. God, they use a lot of crane oil on that job. Yeah, they did. Some of it was our own.
Yeah,
Jack's young.
John
You could possibly be the youngest person watching, Jack.
1976. I can't even do the math.
He said 46 years old. 46. That's young. Now, when are you going to retire? Let's see. Let's see. Then Brock.
Well, Cherie's going on a trip to Ubon on the 13th. What date is it now?
Who is that? You're going to be right by
Today's
me.
the 9th.
Oh man.
My wife's family. Of course,
Hey
I'm
Dave,
supposed
let's
to be going
talk about
to
your upcoming trip. Didn't you say something about
13th
it?
to the 16th. The oldest daughter has COVID, and so it's dependent on whether she tests clean before we come, because it's a family vacation. So I don't want to leave her out of it. So if
Yeah.
if she doesn't, Yeah, if she doesn't,
Okay, I have a
then
question.
we're not going to go.
If it goes south, so to speak, and you can't go,
Mhm.
you have plans for that one room that you got?
No, but I was just going to ask you. Do you want? Can I do that through Agoda? It's not a sea view room, but the hotel is nice and the breakfast is nice.
Yeah,
But it
Tom just mentioned there, no drinks 13 to the 15th, no alcohol sales. So
Oh, is it
keep that in mind, folks. If you got any weekend plans,
well, I'll be the.
BYOB. But I could use an accommodation. See, I'm speaking in code now.
I was thinking of
in big
you
words.
actually right before
I
you
could
said
use an
that.
accommodation for entertainment purposes, Dave.
If it can be
Current
if you can
domicile
if,
occupied.
like if you were to walk in there and say, I'm here to Dave Clark has the virus.
Room.
He's there. I want to take his room.
Grain oil is good.
Is that possible? I would, if they would do it. That's no problem at all with me. I've already paid
I'm sorry,
for it.
I was babbling, Dave.
What I said was, if it comes down to that, if you walk in there and say, "Hey, I'm here for Dave Clark. He's got the virus. He's in Surin."
Oh, I'm sure they
told
would.
me, and see if they
especially
let
if
you
there's a
do
phone call involved too. I'm sure
it.
there.
Yeah, I could do it. If you want to, I'm more than happy to do that. I was thinking about you anyway.
That might be kind of fun.
Offering it
I
to
could
you,
I could
yeah.
get a few of my friends and do a live stream.
And trash the joint.
The pool is
Help
nice.
help the local
ocean.
economy.
I
The
got
ocean's
two.
right there.
I got two newbie mates.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
breakfast
we could
is-
bring it. We could.
The breakfast is
Oh
good.
my God!
The
I
breakfast
see
is
it
good.
now. Holy
The breakfast
smokes!
is
They'd be
good.
like, "Is it always like this?" Or, oh, every day, every day. They'd be like,
Don't
"I'm
forget to take
retired there
video,
now."
Mark. You have to video it, Mark.
I've threatened them, mate. Who's a
coming
director
back.
of a company, so he wants some very
Yeah, save money. Yeah, try to make it
grain oil for
55. If you can do
It's
it
coming
5
back.
years earlier,
It's kind of getting.
I would do it in 55.
I don't want to say rampant, but it's making a
No,
comeback. You know the.
You know what? It's
Talking
coming
about
back.
Jay used to come.
It's coming back in Victoria as well, but it's an election year here, so they've asked two ministers and the prime and the premier, are we going to have lockdown? No. Who said anything about that? No, because it's an election.
Yeah. You don't want to be. Yeah.
Hey, Cherie,
there's
if
talk
I
of
don't
having
go
to go
to
back to
if I don't
masks
go
again
to if I don't go to John Tiem or to Pattaya, I'll be real close. My wife's family takes about an hour, just under 2 hours for me to get from here to Ubon. So I don't know what you're doing there, but my wife, they might want to go there if we don't go, her family, and go see the land that we have there.
Planting
So you
rice,
never know.
Dave. They're planting rice. And
Are
eating
they? Is that why
mayonnaise.
she's going? Ah,
No, I don't.
I don't know either. Can you get some of Mitch with crane oil? Mitch,
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, just
for the
charge that to
room.
my room. Can I sign for that bottle of
I
whiskey?
want to fly under the radar. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that we can still go. I'm hoping she tests
I think you'll be
negative.
fine.
And
I think you'll all be
I think
fine.
you're right. I think you're
Yeah.
right. I just have her test every day, and I've got
You
up
know,
to the. I can cancel the room all the way up until the 12th. So
Yeah.
on my room.
And if things pan out, maybe I can sleep on the floor in that one room with your wife's friend.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
So I need a husband. Let's see.
How,
All right.
how are the girls feeling, Dave?
It's been 2 hours and 43 minutes and 48
I'm
seconds.
hungry.
49 seconds. I am too. All right, guys.
Yeah, I got to run.
Everybody, I want to
everyone.
thank everybody. I want to thank all the new subscribers, the people that are coming to the chat too, and all, of course, everybody knows what they got, and that you're well appreciated. I got the best people in the world. So, anyway, I'm going to end it. I'm going to go over here, and hi to Richard. I don't know if he's
Hey,
watching.
Mike, my brother, stuck in Florida. Hi and bye. Just signing out.
Just kidding.
Ah,
I will
I know.
say goodbye to everybody. My voice is going too. And I will catch everybody on the next one,
Yeah, Bruce.
which will be in 2 days. So we'll see y'all later. Goodbye.
See you in the NT.
Yeah.
Who was coughing?